Hey,
Woo!
as we left off. God damn it, Oculus! I don't want to play. As
When
we
we
last
left
left off.
off, I was running.
Run, boy, run. It's not meant for
Well,
you.
there's not meant for you. Run, boy, run.
Trying
We're not
to
escaping
catch you.
reality.
Run, boy, run. Running is a
Well, it's
victory.
defiant. Alienware commercial.
Oh, another day. People gotta run away. You're the mountain boy. It's time to run. It's time to run. Okay, I'm not gonna have Twitch anymore. I'll kill my everything. And yeah. So you're in the process of running. Anything you want to do during your run,
Fuck!
other than yell?
Scuttle.
Scuttle.
Scuttle, scuttle, scuttle.
He's scuttling. You're running. Anything else?
Yes, very much running.
Nothing else. Okay. So Matthew,
Yes.
you immediately come to the ice slick stairs.
Shovel.
Luckily, there's a broken path right down the center where
Precisely.
the fat robot ran down.
I follow the broken ice path.
Yeah, you should make it all the way up to the top. No problem. You're out.
Fuck!
You run up into the church. Then you run out of the church.
Precisely.
There's like 15 people waiting to walk into the church.
Don't go in there.
Don't go in there.
Do you just continue
Death
running?
and despair away.
Do you just keep running by?
Pretty much, yeah.
So the doors closed behind you once everyone went in, and people normally wait for the pastor to open the door to let them in. So they're like, it might take a little longer than normal, and then you just run, break the doors open. Don't go in there.
I just don't go in there. Pastor's summoning an ice demon. Just fucking
Okay.
book it.
Do they not see the fog?
Yeah, you like break the door open, you go flying out, trailing fog behind you, and then a whole wall of fog slowly comes out.
Should probably get some of these people off of this planet, shouldn't we?
Probably.
Not gonna deal with it, just gonna prepare for the fallout.
If you want to go to the giant ship over there.
A lot of people are super confused.
I would show them the picture, but I'm already gone.
Bye! The fuck? After that, several seconds later, I guess, maybe a minute or two, a giant wooden centipede comes flying out of the staircase, scaring the shit out of everyone.
Are people running to the ship now?
People are running
Actually,
everywhere now.
Actually, some things have to happen before that happens.
What do you want to happen?
Oh
It's
shit.
not what I want to happen, it's that I would... For that to happen, I would be knocked off on the door frame, remember?
He's carrying you, remember?
Yeah, but you said it wasn't big enough for me to get through while riding him.
Yeah, so he's carrying you like on his mouth or something.
Alright, fine, that actually ruins what I had planned.
What, do you want to be holding onto his ass?
No.
There goes a whole thing of Deimos' plans.
Yep.
You're inside him. I don't like it. Do you want him inside you?
No.
No.
Okay, then he's either carrying you by his mouth, or you're holding onto his ass, or you're walking there the whole time by yourself. Pick.
I just ride him out.
On his face. Okay, so yeah, you go flying out of the church.
Immediately get rid of the centipede body.
So as soon as you breach the entrance of the church, the whole centipede body disintegrates, and it's just you standing there, running.
Yeah.
And Deimos, you go flying.
Oh no.
Because the centipede body that you were holding on to has now disappeared. Just
I go to. I guess I'll head over to the sheriff. I don't know.
lost for what to do.
I don't know how to start a proper evacuation.
Run away.
Apparently, Proctor summoning an ice demon and then fog rolling out wasn't enough.
Well, a lot of people are very confused.
Someone's smoking weed in my neighborhood.
Is there a quote unquote fog rolling out of there?
No, I know what it is. There's a skunk around.
Oh god. Even worse.
Because there is no way there's smoke getting over here from anywhere in my neighborhood. Anyways,
You
continue.
live upwind?
I live on a hill.
Upwind. Anyway, yeah, you told me where you should have heard me. Okay, so you.
Wrong here.
Throat here.
Mr. Frog here. My name's Jeff.
Okay, so we have two plans. We either one, take care of it when it gets to the surface,
Nukes are ready.
or two, GTFO.
Nukes are ready.
I like the idea of a mixture between the two.
The nukes have been
Yeah.
prepared. So Zeus gives them the call. I have the nuke ready.
What's the blast radius?
I don't know.
Nuke.
Nuke. It has the range of a nuke.
It should actually be close to a mile. It's usually the fallout that's the problem. But I
have a
don't think
point.
they're going to give a fuck about that.
Look, we're dealing.
The farming community, they would very much care about the fallout.
Look, it's either going to be radioactive or frozen over. One way or another, it's gonna die. Shit. Run, boy, run. This. Okay, so do we want to take care of it when it gets to the door? I recommend that.
I'm already gone.
Yeah, you're like at the doorway. Everyone else is fucked off. And Matt's off doing something somewhere. But yeah, Matt, you like, Matthew? You
Fuck!
just like fly through the doors and like ram into the counter. Boink.
Good. Sheriff!
He's not there.
Fuck! Maybe he's in the tavern. I don't know.
Blows through the doors. Ah! Runs across the tavern.
Pretty much.
Kicks the doors to the tavern open. Dude. Ah!
We all need to leave
Like, right fucking
right now. I showed them the picture of the ice demon.
The fuck?
Your fucking Proctor was summoning this thing.
Holy shit.
So unless you want to live on a planet that has an eternal winter, get on the giant ship.
The guy behind the bar looks abnormally calm about this.
You were in on it, weren't you?
He reaches behind the counter and pulls out some good whiskey. Pours himself a glass.
Either that or you just don't give a shit. Okay.
Just
Both?
I knew my time would come someday. I guess it's now.
The fuck? You could literally just leave. You know what?
I was
can
born on
do
this
you,
land,
man.
and I'm gonna die on this land.
Okay, sure. You do you.
End of the world, whiskey, everyone!
Anybody want to leave this fucking planet?
By the way, it's like fucking 5 a.m.
What do you mean 5 a.m.? We went down there at like 8 in the morning.
I meant it to be earlier, sorry. Church starts early, damn it.
I just sort of look around. Is anyone else in the bar?
There's like one person in the bar that's like, yay, whiskey.
So you don't want to leave this planet either?
He's drunk as fuck.
Okay.
Free whiskey. And he just falls
By the
over.
way, do you know where I could find the sheriff?
Probably in his room.
Which room is that?
In the sheriff's office. It's in the back.
Okay. I run back to the sheriff's office.
Kicked it open.
Ah! I knock on the back door.
So you, go...
And knock on the sheriff's back door.
Yeah.
He then knocks on the bedroom door. You see him getting out? The fuck? It's too early for this shit.
Your proctor summoned this thing!
He's like, get him on, you can put some coffee. Ugh.
Fucking kidding me right now?
Like, he puts his hand over and pushes it away. He's like, nah, give me a moment.
You're all gonna die.
Literally everyone's gonna die, and you need to go and get your coffee.
He just walks over and goes to a small coffee machine and begins brewing the pot.
I am in shock and awe right now.
So what's it? What's
Your
the...
proctor was summoning this thing.
He then looks at it. The fuck?
So unless you want to live on a planet that has an everlasting winter, I'd recommend that you get on the giant ship, or maybe also have an evacuation notice.
How? No one has a phone. Few people
Fucking,
have
I
phones.
don't know how you people do things here.
Word of mouth.
Do you have any protocol for cataclysm?
No. There's a fallout bunker, but other than that...
I guess just get the word out. I don't know. Get some people to get the word out.
He presses a button and you just hear a siren start going off.
That'll do.
That's the nuclear bunker siren. Anyone that hears it will go to the nearest bunker. There's like
Oh,
7.
come on.
Maybe that'll help.
I mean, maybe that'll help. I guess after that we can just pick them up. I don't know. This whole plan's probably doomed. Just saying. Whole plant.
There's enough.
You may also be trying to nuke this thing.
We got that we have nuclear bunkers.
Precisely.
And when that hears it, will either come ask me what the hell it is, or they'll seek shelter at the nukes. From nukes and shit.
Alright, so I guess I will head over to the ship then. Now that
I'll go escort the
up.
people into the bunkers.
Alright.
Hey, Matt.
What?
Where's the bunker?
Oh yeah, where is the bunker?
About a mile outside of town.
Direction?
South.
Okay.
Oh, thank sweet Jesus. I was so thankful. I was worried it would be under the church.
Well, it's under the church,
Oh.
of course!
It's under the church. May have to tell you, it's under the church. Your bunker is no longer a fallout bunker. It's essentially a snow globe.
Anyway, so what's happening exactly?
Your proctor was summoning some weird ice demon thing. I don't know.
Anything else?
I don't know. Other than the fact that this is probably... It also froze a giant centipede. You know what? It was weird.
He looks very concerned.
By the way, your proctor's dead.
He looks super concerned.
He
What?
died to the thing he summoned.
He died. He died to this thing.
Takes a really long, exaggerated blink. Just. Whatever. I'll go escort people to the bunker.
All right.
Well, most people wouldn't want to leave the planet anyway. A lot of them lived here.
What? Hi.
So, Deimos, Lecter, what are you doing?
I'm setting up an MG nest right outside of the temple.
Oh God. Gonna try to fight.
How?
I'm literally going to Shanghai anybody I see nearby for lumber. Yep.
Lumber.
Well, I can tell you, no one has raw bits of lumber sitting in the town.
They're farmers.
Not lumberjacks.
Yeah, but I figured they would need it for building it. Not farming equipment. Various
So we know
structures.
them working lumberjacking.
But don't they have like hen houses and shit?
Yeah, those are those constructed and they last for years, dude.
I find the nearest hen house.
You're in the main town. There's not really a farm here. You find what's this? The hobby shop and has a spare bits of 2x4s.
I start tearing down the hobby shop.
No, I can take the 2x4s out of the hobby shop. I'm gonna take apart the hobby shop. Okay, you begin ripping planks of wood off of this building.
I'm sorry about this, but honestly, you probably won't be needing this anymore if I don't have these. And that's not a death threat from me.
There's no one there, so you're just ripping apart a building.
Alright, I'm totally happy with this.
What music
Alright,
should I
thank
play?
you. So there's my materials for building this MG nest.
Okay, so he's gonna make a MG nest out of wooden planks.
Well, I mean, if I find any metal sheets.
There are no metal sheets.
Wooden planks it is.
Well, the roof is made of corrugated steel, so I guess you get that as well.
Yes!
So Daniels begins constructing an MG nest.
Okay.
Debos, you'll have to do two successful checks, and it'll take you a minute.
Okay.
You're a robot, that's the only reason why you're able to do it so fast. Lecter, what are you doing?
I'm looking at what is our current state of firepower. I'm seeing what we have on the ship that can be used.
Wheaton's wind's in orbit.
Yes, we do have orbital bombardment, but that is a mile. That means Deimos and I need to be out of range first.
Maybe. The shots might be on point.
It may not hit the church.
It may hit
We're
a
aiming
rogue
for the
MG.
blasted church first.
It hits the ship. The one landing on the ground, not the one in orbit next to it. Now that would be a terrible miss error. He fires. He hits the breaking wind. Oh no! The part that's sitting in space next to him, not the part on the ground. What? I don't know either.
Hold the
Did
fuck
you
up.
pull that off?
Orbital lines.
That pisses me off. Okay, so no, so I'm not.
Delicious.
We could use the Breaking Wind's top guns that are with us right now.
apparently able to look over the town.
We can use the guns to fire at it.
And there goes Deimos.
Yep.
And there he comes back.
I'll come back.
Yep, it rolling crashed my browser.
Oh, got it.
You got a 12. One more.
16.
Freak of the week. Yeah. At the end of a minute, you have a decent MG nest with the corrugate still on the very outside of it, so good cover.
So, can the Breaking Wind's top guns aim at the church door?
No, the church isn't like on a hill or anything. It's on the same plane with the rest of this town.
So if I move the ship, then yes.
And hovered it and looked it down, then sure.
Yeah. That'd be a pain. Why the fuck did I not bring that with me?
What?
The tank. I left it back with the fucking high wind. That thing's got enough shit with it already.
You could have it fly down.
It's a few days before it comes over, dude.
Yeah, it's with the high wind, not breaking wind.
Alright.
Fuck yeah.
You left
With
that
the-
somewhere.
Yeah, we left it with the high wind, which is back at the station. And Toaster Stompers with Marv. Does Dimitri's Toaster Commubot have weapons?
Yeah.
Would he be appalled of me asking to use it? Is a good question.
I'm pretty actually that teleported over with him. I've yet to move it over.
Fuck!
Yeah, man, but then, like, this shit wasn't
Which is
in my head.
with Palpatine.
Also at the station.
Detective crime scene. Is this a murder weapon? Get off my dick!
There's not enough, like, high-quality fertilizer for me to even get one ability back before he shows up at the surface.
Easy, come here. Easy, come
What kind of star is it?
Regular main sequence class yellow star.
Fuck. That's not gonna give me enough juice in time. Shit.
Planet's fucked. We should just leave.
Some of these people are gonna die without knowing what the hell happened.
That's a lot of people die.
Oh yeah, a lot of people will die.
How do you think they thought of cancer before the advent of medicine?
Plague? I don't know. Matt,
Yes,
do something.
I started an evacuation.
Yeah, I hear that. How far are the bunkers?
Mile.
About 1 mile south.
Okay, so if we ended up nuking this thing. Zeus, can you try to figure out the blast radius for that nuke, or is it just you don't know, period?
An amount.
Yeah,
It has a blast radius of yes.
got it. So, just throwing it down the tunnel is not the best of ideas either.
Well, it's a
Got
bomb, not a missile, so you could.
Well, that's the thing, is I don't know how much of a blast radius underground is it going to throw up everything.
We can't
I
put
don't
a
know if the
timer on it.
True. I don't know if the church is going to go flying, though, or is it going to completely nuke the town from under?
Probably
Well,
completely nuke the town from under.
you'll probably cause maybe a Type 3 or a Type 4 earthquake.
I mean, that would save most of the grasslands, and they would be upset about that.
But any underground structure like that of a fallout bunker would probably collapse.
Probably would get fucked if it was nearby enough.
That's not true. Nuclear bunkers have to withstand shocks from
Underground
nuclear
as well.
blasts.
On the surface, yes. Not an
But if it's
underground
based
nuke.
underground, yeah. It's the same concept as a grenade in a water. Got it.
Yeah, but then it's not a nuclear bunker. It can't withstand a nuclear strike.
On the surface, yes. But if it's below the surface, no.
Yeah, but then it's still not a nuclear bunker. Never mind, just continue.
You don't understand. Ah!
Stop arguing.
We're not dogs.
I already said continue.
It worked on you. That's what matters.
We already ended it. So Fletcher isn't saying what you're doing, he has a fucking aneurysm. Thanks to the stupid ass rape whistle.
Matt,
Yes.
this planet's pretty fucked.
Oh yeah, this planet is definitely fucked.
There's
Oh, Matt,
Yes.
you're feeling much better.
How much better?
Better than you were.
Can you set like an ambush
Still below half.
something,
Okay.
Matt?
An ambush something.
I don't know how your spells work. I'm not a magician.
To be fair, I don't really know that much either.
What?
Hey, does your god give you, like, tell you precisely what your powers do?
Yeah, he says, ask for something, and if it's in my, and since it is a god of randomness, it may or may not fucking happen.
Well, mine doesn't.
He literally says, ask for something, and it may or may not do it.
That's actually kind of a cop-out on his part. Not
It's
like
gotta-
wins.
Yeah. Well, it's the god of randomness, and there are things, it's like, well, I mean, did you pass the roll? No? Oh, well, I'm not doing it. Did you pass the roll?
Also-
Yes? Oh, sure. I'll do
Also,
something.
from personal experience with Louis, no, he doesn't. He does not explain. He says, "Here's your power. Figure them
Here's
out."
your word of power. Do with it as you will.
With Wien, I don't, with Luis, I don't know. With me,
Fucking-
yes. basically-
Because he's a cleric, he gets more power than most people.
Even Marv, when he got spells, he didn't know what they fucking did.
Yeah, you didn't know what COD did at first. That was a fun
But
one.
it does a set thing. Wins, that changes every other day. That's just the
Yeah.
roll for what it is for if he decides to use it.
And also, that was Damo saying that. He literally witnessed Wien saying, "Yeah, figure it out. Bye."
For Luis, yes. For me, no.
This
Yeah.
is an in-character thing.
Yeah, I know. It's just with Luis's character. For him, it's weird.
Well-
But it is a bit of a cop out, yes. But he is the god of randomness. He randomly decides to go along with shit. And I'm out of
Talk about that,
things.
We're facing an ice demon, Lecter.
Yes, I know. I'm out of things. I'm out of powers.
Get the fire!
What? Excuse me? No. I'm like Shere Khan right now. Just keep the fire away.
Burn the temple down!
Matthew.
Yes.
I guess it's a church and not a temple. But
Fire!
that just means it'll burn easier.
Out of mana.
You have enough.
Do I?
You
Less
gotta
than
see if you
half,
get like a
but
mana
greater
bar.
than 5.
You need to start using like one of your circles as a mana bar. Oh yeah, I need to fix mine back to normal anyway since I'm no longer centipede.
You know, if he was
No,
smart enough, he
I'm-
probably could make one.
I don't know. I'm never fucking truly informed on how much I have.
Welcome to the club, man.
Well, when you're below 10, you have a massive headache. You only have a light headache right now, so you have at least above 10.
Yep, that's not enough for a fire bubble, I guess.
Who said anything about a bubble?
Sean's like really trying to help you. At this rate, he's gonna take away
Yeah.
one of your fate points for the answer.
I mean, I know I can still use cantrips.
Get the pesticide! Sorry. Yes, the pesticides!
There's an idea. So here's the problem with that. They're probably in like big canisters that I am not strong enough to carry.
Get the fucking townspeople to do it, you dumbass!
They're gone.
Yeah, they're fucking out of here. They're
The
running
town,
to the bunker.
the town's being evacuated. Everyone that hears
Right
that
now?
is fucking off. Yeah, immediately.
Clothesline some!
Have you seen his
My
noodly
noodle
arms?
arms?
Stand around!
With his noodly arms? I don't think so.
I don't think that's gonna work.
He goes to clothesline, one of the most hardiest people there. They break his arm.
Oh!
It looks like a Z. Pow!
How that happened.
Broken
I
like
have
3
to-
places.
Lecter,
Yes.
get the pesticide.
Sure.
If you guys can get some pesticide, I may be able to do something.
What are you gonna do?
I might have to phone another friend.
Phone another friend. What happened to the first one? Did he ditch you and realize you're stupid?
That's just hurtful.
This is rude.
Look, we're fighting an ice demon, and we're in a very bad situation. I don't like watching people die. So this
Well,
is
neither
really...
do I.
I don't know, do you?
No.
Then do something about it!
Fine, I run back to the church.
Lecter, what are you doing?
I'm grabbing as much pesticide as I can find.
You find the last 4 the last 4 giant barrels of pesticide.
Damos, what do you want with this pesticide again?
Shit, I'm trying to remember if Damos actually knows this in character.
No, you've forgotten all types of explosives.
No, not that.
Oh.
I can't forget explosives. That's chemical reactions besides fire and pressure, I guess. Because I have skill in explosives. That'd just be unfair, man.
You're getting enough critical ones. I might have to revoke that.
He has a point. Get enough critical fails, you're just gonna suffer.
Shut up!
I bring in the last 4 barrels of pesticide, okay?
Okay, so Matthew is now over there with you, Damos.
I've been running fucking everywhere. After this, I'm gonna need to take a fucking break.
And what have you been running around for?
Fucking
Take
nothing.
the townspeople the fuck out of here.
We needed them.
What for?
Yeah,
Cannon fodder?
Yes!
Cannon fodder?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that you wanted me to get you some expendable lemmings.
Well, here's the thing. Either they die standing up or they die in a hole in the ground.
The idea is that we get them, we pick them up with our ship, and we get them the fuck off of this planet.
We can't save an entire planet.
At least
Can't
one
save
town.
a town. We don't have the space for that.
You
Well,
do.
we'll
Not
save-
on,
Space for that
not
town.
on the bridge. Not on the bridge.
We can save some people. What? Am I the only one that's thinking about the fact that we should save some people?
No, but it's just at the current moment. I would have liked the extra help.
I just assume that helping them comes with the body count of townspeople.
Okay, Damos, do you need anything else before I start doing stuff?
Don't think so.
What stuff can you do?
You got a cigarette lighter or something?
I have that
I
friend
look
that I
at you.
called.
I look at you with a face of confusion. Why would I have a lighter?
I mean,
Why would I have a lighter?
I have this plasma knife.
I have a fire elemental.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
a
that's-
tree!
Oh, yeah, that works. Does anyone have a lighter? I have a fire elemental. That works.
I can't insta-grow, but if I start working on it now, I could get to a decent height.
Maybe. We don't know when this thing's coming out.
I
For all
don't
you know, he
that's
could have
the
been coming
problem.
up the steps.
That's the thing. I start now, I might have a chance.
He's coming up the steps.
I cocked the machine gun.
Alright.
We're
Well,
fucked.
my piece of paper.
Well, we're dead. Get ready for a new character.
Oh yeah. Chuck those barrels at the church.
Fine! I threw him at the temple. Church shit.
Okay, so you hit them with the barrels. They don't break. Well, they're canisters.
I threw the church. I threw the canisters at the church.
You threw the
That's all
church at the canisters.
Yes.
A little backward, but okay.
I threw the canisters at the church. Okay.
Okay,
Is that all
they
you
hit
wanna
the
do,
church.
Mouse?
Bink.
So, should I just summon him now, or should I just wait for a specific
I
moment?
recommend now.
Okay.
You have time, maybe.
I'm gonna start growing. It's gonna take me time. Since I don't have Instagrow.
Miracle Grow.
I mean, I
I
should
need to
probably
get some of
should maybe conserve some mana, because he does take mana from me for the amount of time that I've had him out. But I did tell him that
Probably
not
some.
to bring me down to 0, so
He
as a
won't
part of
kill
our
you.
agreement.
He won't kill you.
Great. In that case, Ignus. Nothing.
Okay, so you throw down the thing, and
Nothing.
a raging ball of fire comes up.
Hello again. Good to see you. So, Ignis, I'm a little low on mana right now,
He nods his head.
so I guess I'll work on trying to get you some mana afterwards. I don't know. I just need you to. I guess what's the plan here? Whenever the giant ice demon comes out, he just hits the canisters.
I mean, yes.
Damo's playing, not mine. I'm growing.
Yeah,
You-
when the you were. Wait, I
You
don't
see
know if
like
saw
like
it.
meditating over there?
I don't know if you saw it, but there's this giant ice giant. And if he ever comes out of there, could you just hit those canisters?
He nods.
Sure, yeah, I'm sure you'll be fine. You're made of fire. It'll be a fire explosion. It'll be great.
You need to learn the Mana Steel spell or something.
That would be so amazing. That would be more amazing than you would even know.
Look, you could have used it on him and stolen, like, literally all his mana.
Precise.
Forced him to fight us one-on-one and stop being a bitch.
So yeah, Ignus does have enough range to get to the canisters, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could have also begun setting up the pentagram,
Oh shit.
but you know you've already put him down, so you can't.
Yeah.
So he's just sitting there, waiting. You know, a minute goes
Yeah, I
by. 2 minutes go by. 3 minutes go by.
This thing isn't even gonna come out.
4
Who doesn't-
minutes go by.
Does it not know that we broke the door down?
A massive bank of fog rolls out of the church.
I have a feeling it knows.
The church
Is the
begins to
event
freeze.
already?
The church begins to freeze over.
Okay.
Yeah, I might get this party started a little bit better. Should I shoot the barrels first?
I mean, would that make them explode?
I mean, I don't think there'd be any sparks or anything. They're in plastic barrels, right?
No, they're in metal containers.
Oh, never mind.
Metal canisters.
I
So
won't take
if you're
the
trying
chance.
to detonate them, then I think a flaming claymore could probably do it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that. Never mind. We'll see how Ignis or Ignus stands up to an
Ignis to you.
explosion.
It's Ignis to you, you ignorant.
You know, in hindsight, I probably should have set up the pentagram.
You've now
Is he
burnt
here yet?
all of your preparations.
Yeah, I've burned all of the ones specifically for Ignis.
Can take a minute and make another one. Well, to set up another one. Well, it takes a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
guess I'll
mana.
do that. Oh yeah, that takes mana. Never mind. I don't have enough.
But also, if you have enough, on you, you can say it without preparing it.
Okay.
But you don't.
Could I just like, I guess, channel mana into myself?
You can attempt.
Can you make a check?
Yeah.
Oh.
Roll an awareness check real quick.
Awareness. Okay.
Me or him?
Him.
Natural 20.
You notice all the mana around the church and around you is being sucked into the church.
Oh shit.
So from your view, you see a growing pit of darkness around the church, and all the mana around you is being sucked into it.
Just gonna throw it out there, everyone. I think it's gonna be bigger.
So
I think it's gonna
the
be
church is
bigger.
very rapidly freezing over.
Oh shit.
I deploy my bipod.
I prepare to run.
Zeus
So-
keeps the ship on standby.
So you see Matthew like in the Olympic sprinter position, waiting.
What?
I'm just meditating, ready to grow.
I wish I could meditate right now, but currently staring into the abyss.
After 600 years of being in an abyss, get used to it.
I think I'm getting used to it right now. You do not know how many abysses I have stared into.
How many of them stared back?
How many of
I
them
get,
stared back?
I get it, you guys. You like staring into holes.
I'll be right back. And yes, you're not wrong.
But yeah, so the whole church is like freezing over as you speak.
Oh shit. Are you, James? Are you sure this is a good idea?
No.
Oh.
Of course it's not.
Oh,
I don't think
wonderful.
there's any good ideas right now.
I mean, I would have preferred a nuke, to be honest.
We can still do that.
Well, I mean, what day?
Breaking Wind does have a nuke. Right, Zeus?
Yes, but it'll probably take it about maybe half an hour to an hour to actually fall from orbit.
Guess I'll be right back.
It's only a bomb. It has to fall.
How fast is this motherfucker?
I don't know. Why are you asking me?
I wasn't. Just, you know, Lecter and Matthew seem to have gone comatose for a few seconds.
I'm here, I was just doing stuff, like I said.
Lecter, it's weird that you're, like, drooling all over yourself. Are you okay?
What?
That's what I thought. No, you're not.
No, what do you mean drooling all over myself?
He's meditating.
Not that!
thinking of moving my bed for my VR gear.
So Matthew's just calmly stroking out, standing up.
No, he was in the sprinter position. He's now just like falling over, like.
I don't know what he's doing.
He's stroking. He's having a stroke.
I'm slowly.
He's having a seizure.
I'm trying to. I'm getting ready to grow. That's all.
You are growing. What are you talking about?
Oh, I am growing. I'm just slowly growing. I don't have Instagram.
All right, I'm back.
You get off the
So
ground.
how
Back,
is
to
our-
your, back to
How is our
sprinting
imminent
position.
demise?
Very imminent.
The whole church
Very
is now
demising.
completely frozen over.
Okay. You know, I'm starting to wish that I remembered that I can make a giant pentagram and make Ignis stronger.
You know what I find what I find very weird right now is that the proctor of a farming god summoned an ice demon god.
Yeah, I
Demon
know.
thing.
That's really weird.
I mean, talk about double lives.
Yeah.
But
More importantly, did he have like a goal or something? Did he have like something to gain from this?
I don't know.
Or was he like one of those guys that's just like, I want to fucking end the world, why not?
Maybe he just wants to be able to stretch his legs outside without melting. Kinda can't do that in a warm
Yeah,
and sunny
for-
climate.
Talk about the proctor, not the ice demon.
Oh, yeah, right, no.
I
Proctor,
mean,
power.
but that is true. We don't know. Maybe the ice demon will be like really chill when he comes out.
Okay, enough with the puns.
Terrible. Just for
Enough with
that.
the puns. We're about to die.
What?
Just for that.
And there's no way that pun's gonna get anything other than chilly reception.
Stop!
Right. I think he's gonna give me the cold shoulder.
Fucking
For-
stop!
60 of these, it was 20, it was then 40, it's now 60. 60
Ah,
of these little, ice, Skeletor things start pouring out of the church.
You
God
do
damn
this
it.
all
I thought you liked puns.
when they're good.
So yeah, you see like an endless wave of these fucking, icy dragon tooth skeletons pouring out of the church.
Icy
You
dragon
take care
tooths
of
are
them?
from WoW, right?
Huh?
No.
Dragon teeth skeletons.
Is Ignis like fucking him up?
Well, he's just sitting there waiting for you to tell him to do something. He's just sitting there. Anything that walk
Fuck
by him
him up!
just melt.
God, there's so many of them. It's almost as many people that showed up to a store that had a sale on makeup and clothes for
Ignis,
women.
Could you just, I don't know, fuck him up? Just
You just point in their direction. Fuck him up.
fuck him up!
We're gonna die. Still gonna be here, just I gotta go move stuff from the attic. Up and down. Gotta put the Christmas shit up. I'll have my headset on so I can listen.
I guess this is the first time I ever got to use Ignis in combat.
You are so gonna die.
Yeah, probably.
Try to find a good sound for him. Oh, come on.
For who?
Ignis?
Ignis?
Yeah. Fuck it. You just hear a screech come from Ignis as he brandishes a giant flame claymore and dives into the icy echelons of all the enemies. He doesn't even get to hit any of them. They just melt as he gets near them.
Oh.
It's So
I mean, that works.
So he just charges into the building and they just melt around him. He
That
goes
works.
and he gets like maybe 10 feet through the door and then he stops because that's as far as he can go.
Oh. Well, I mean, how many of them did he melt?
All of them that they keep trying to get out.
Oh.
So he's just standing there at the door, just very upset.
I'm sorry.
They're all
I-
running towards him with their swords and they're just melting.
I
Look,
looks
I
at
had
you.
the same concept of
Hey,
sadness when it came to the same thing, Sean.
I'm sorry, but
He's turned around. His back is to all of them. He's just looking at you.
hey, I'm sorry. I thought they were more durable. I don't.
You just hear massive amounts of searing and sizzling from behind him, and just pillars of steam coming out the door.
Ignus, it's the big ones you have to worry about.
That's Ignis to you?
He's very upset.
That's Lord and Savior.
Ugh.
What?
I'm just sort of scratching the back of my head. Just.
You know, if you'd summoned him in the initial fight, I think it would have been better.
Yeah, you know, I kind of agree. Huh.
It says Halloween on it, but I'm throwing it down.
Sorry, buddy. I mean,
He's very there. He's very upsetty. Mom spaghetti.
There were bigger ones. Don't worry. Bigger ones will come.
He's just continuing to stare at you.
Just give him a shrug.
So
don't
a lot of
blame
them
him, to be
seem to
honest.
figure out what's happening, and they're breaking out the windows and going around him.
Oh, some of them are. You know what?
He's not moving. He's just staring at you.
Deimos, can you take care of that?
Yeah, Damos, can you take care of them? I think my summon is having an existential crisis.
It's over 2 million years since someone summoned me. And this is what I'm sent to do.
Hey, I mean, there are bigger ones. You can take. Those will probably withstand some heat.
Here's one.
Just staring.
Tell him he can set the church on fire. Please.
Yeah, you can set the church on fire.
The
if you
church doesn't seem to be either A, burning, or B, melting. Because
Oh, fuck.
around him is still ice.
want.
Hmm.
Oh, that goes to. Oh, you okay? That goes to one of the things I think we're planning on getting rid of.
So if I just like place some blank circles now, it just increases his range.
No.
Oh.
That have to be placed before he is summoned.
Oh.
That's Halloween. It's Easter.
Wow. Don't worry, bigger ones will come. I honestly don't know what
Have
to
you been?
say in the situation.
Huh?
Yeah, Selector.
That's good.
You don't seem to get any growing done. He's gone.
Yeah.
Lecter grows
What?
by maybe 2 inches.
Okay. Mom's screaming at me, so I'll be back in about 5.
Huh. No. It's just an awkward pause between me and me and Ignis.
Just staring at you, just blankly.
I'm honestly at a loss for words.
He's been shaking his head like, no.
Have him fucking raid the church. Come on. Get
He
him
can't-
down the
He can't go
stairwell.
within 30. He can't go outside of 30 feet from the circle.
Which is placed 20 feet from the door. So he's 10 feet in the door.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean,
I'm so mad right now, Matt. Why didn't you do this before?
I mean, I did this to cut down the door.
I mean, yes, but like, I'm pretty sure he would have melted every little thing in that room, and a lot of damage would have been.
Because I would have
Prevented.
to run around the entire room and place circles, which in that case I'd probably just be dead.
Or else you'd have to move the boss within 30 feet of him.
Yeah.
Or he has to
Or
get within
just-
30 feet of the boss and then place it down.
Hmm. I assure you, Ignis, that the next time I summon you, it will be a much better fight. I don't know.
He's very upsetty.
Palpatine, my summon is having an existential crisis. He needs a therapist. Can we hire a therapist that speaks Ignan?
You Ignan, bruh.
I mean, if it didn't use up the circle for summoning you, I would have just, like, actually made the pentagram. But, I fucked up. Okay. Shut up, Palpatine. You're not
Sounds
even here.
normal.
Shut up, Palpatine. You're not even here. You're curled up in a ball crying. You're drinking.
His meditation. His meditation, you're drinking. All out.
My second meditation.
Drinking.
Your second drinking bitch.
Or booze.
Oh wait, Palpatine's here.
Yeah, Palpatine's here.
Palpatine.
They're doomed.
Really?
Probably.
Possibly.
More than likely.
I mean, we have an exit strategy if it gets here.
Do we?
If what gets
I mean,
there? The ship? Or the thing?
Yeah. The ship.
Well, the ship. Well, the ship's over at this place where it normally is.
Get Zeus to get it out here.
It's as close as it can get, dude. Although he can set it to hover and fire.
That would be excellent.
I know. I thought these skeletons were a lot more durable.
No,
I
because
think
as soon as they got near the fire that was around Lecter, they melted, remember?
Right. Huh.
So Lecter's on fire, huh?
Yeah, I managed to light Lecter on fire without hurting him.
What's going on?
I'm just
Palpatine finally
telling
here?
I'm just telling Palpatine about how I lit you on fire.
Yes, he lit me on fire, and it was a
Anyway,
very,
so another
scary
minute of just all these disposable things are running out. Damos, are you gonna be shooting them with the machine gun or not?
Well, I mean, I was going to be until like they all melt at the sheer might of Ignis.
Well, they're going out and around him, so.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'm doing sustained fire.
Lecter's picking off. I mean, Damos is picking off all the escapees.
I didn't grow much, so I guess I'll be trying to produce a. I guess I'll just be wearing and just waiting with my swords, kind of hoping for a flame shield.
I'm out, man.
I really should have thought this through. At least my abilities. I need to clean that shit. Fuck, I got a lot of cleaning. Next time I'm cooking,
So-
I'm gonna cook simple.
Who actually thinks that blowing up the church is gonna do anything to the ice giant?
A lot. I do. I assume it's gonna kill it.
I don't think it's gonna do jack shit.
I think that it's
You're a
so weak
pessimist.
to fire that it could.
I mean, we still have Marth's napalm.
Oh, by the way, Matthew,
Yes.
Yes.
you begin to have a severe headache, so you're at least under 10 now.
Well, I think this
You know what, guys? This isn't gonna work.
And after like another minute, no more of the small lemmings, disposable lemmings are coming out of the church.
Or ice golems coming out now?
You don't hear anything. You don't hear anything except for the silent stares of Ignus at you.
You can just stay in there and keep summoning waves as far as we know.
Yeah. Honestly, we should probably just pack up our things and fucking leave.
I mean, I'd like to just...
Can I get an awareness
Burn.
check from Damos? And Matt? Actually, everyone. You're all looking at it.
9.
D20 plus 4. I'm not at my computer right now. I'm looking for my mother's cane.
That was a depressing.
I don't see anything weird. That might.
Plus 4. Palpatine, why are you rolling?
They're ready to.
You're not wrong. But god damn it.
What do we say?
From across the galaxy.
Palpatine,
Sure.
you notice that you're all out of alcohol.
You also notice your bank account is still 0.
I'm debating whether I should go ask Mark. I call it Matt.
Hello, Palpatine.
Matthew, you don't notice anything. Much of anything.
Matt,
Yeah?
I ran out of alcohol. Do you guys have any?
No.
What? Is there any alcohol on that planet?
Probably? I mean, currently in the middle of like.
The
fighting
bartender is
the
giving out free
frigid
whiskey.
doom. I mean, the bartender is giving free whiskey.
Where's this planet?
Why?
Free whiskey.
Because he's drunk and depressed. He wants a drink.
About 4, what did it say, 4 days away?
We're like 4 days away. I think.
While.
Guys, I think we're gonna need to get Palpatine some drinks. He's kind of nagging at me.
Can we text message? Is texting a thing in this universe?
Of course.
Text Mark and see if he has any.
I don't know, does Marth have any alcohol? Probably not.
We'll say sure, just make him mad.
I got some alcohol.
He's probably in the same system as Mark, right?
Yeah. You really want to go down into the same planet with Marth, though?
We go down on the planet.
There's a lot of other dangerous shit down there.
But stay within 100 meters of the church, that should be fine.
That's... no. You're still fucked. See, I got some vodka. Got some, ran out of the galaxy a while back. Some beer.
This new brew.
New brew.
That's what the people are calling it. New brew.
New brew, I don't know.
I'd like to try some of this new brew.
So you're gonna land. Can he even land the science ship?
The science ship is far too big. The town's grown too much. By the way, there is a small portion of the church dedicated to making alcohol. The monks of Quan are brewing alcohol, and it's named New Brew.
I'm not complaining.
All over the quad.
Say it's damn good, because it is.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking good.
Tastes like battle.
Tastes like war.
Tastes like conflict. Anyway, so you notice the ground around the church freezing?
I guess I think the thing's here.
Yeah, probably. Well, at least the big ones are here. The golems, I think they were. I don't know.
Yeah, they were golems.
Ignis, there's actually gonna be something you can fight now.
Okay, you're never gonna get a super headache, and Ignis disappears.
Oh shit.
Your vision is like super blurry.
Guys, I think it's time to head back.
I mean, okay.
Yep, fuck this. Planet's doomed.
Planet 2.
Planet's doomed. I'm out of here. Fuck this shit.
Send in the nuke!
Send in the nukes. I don't... After this, I'm gonna need to console my fire elemental.
Fine. I abandoned my MG nest and I start making it towards the ship.
Okay. As you guys begin making your way to the ship, it begins snowing.
Yep.
And you feel it's dropped several degrees?
Actually, I don't feel it.
You do.
In my suit?
Well, you have the visor up,
Oh.
so you feel it nipping on your nose. It's now like, you know, maybe 10 or 20 degrees cooler.
Oh yeah, fuck this. I put the visor down. I guess we just head over to the ship.
Well then.
We got the little guys out of the way.
Like they were anything to be bothered with.
Exactly.
Although to regular people, they can really kill some people. Like
Well,
you.
to me, they were nothing. Literally, they did nothing to me except like annoy
While
me.
you were a giant centipede with 15 armor, yes, it did nothing to you.
Yes,
But to a regular person, they probably would have murdered them.
fair point.
Because they're squishy.
I'm
No, don't.
squishy.
I'm squishy!
Please no! I'm squishy!
Stab. Well, you guys are failing this. Some serious shit's gonna happen.
Landon, what are you doing? Why are you getting a plate? Landon!
Yeah, to be honest,
If
we
you're
weren't
gonna
gonna
carry
reach
the-
this.
You would. I knew you'd be able to. Plan around your abilities, but you didn't. Okay, so you guys pile into the breaking wind, right?
Yep.
We've still got the ship cannons.
And a nuke.
Yes.
That's on the upper portion of the ship that's currently in orbit.
We've also got
It'll take it several hours to fall to ground.
We've also got a card, which frankly I don't want to burn. I'm gonna let that run.
So Matthew,
Yes.
would you like to look at the area with your monocle again?
I'm imagining it's just a void.
It doesn't even look like it's there anymore,
Roll an
bro.
awareness check.
Hello again, Abyss.
Now all around you, and extending for many miles away, is nothing but dark abyss. But
Yeah.
you do see over in the direction of the church a tiny glimmer of light. Super bright.
Something- Yeah, something tells me that's the big guy.
It's slight, and it's actually getting smaller and brighter by the second.
I don't like the looks of that.
Looks of what?
You
I
see,
feel like
the more you look, the more you begin to see thin, hair-like streams of mana come from all around and flow into this tiny little dot.
Can I? I'm starting to think that this is some kind of explosion.
I'm still saying we should have stayed to do something.
I don't think we could do something.
I think you could do something. You
Not
got
anymore.
fucked up. That's true.
To be honest, were any of us prepared for an ice giant?
Oh,
You? Were you prepared?
actually, I could have probably done some damage.
Are we really gonna run with our tails between our legs at this point?
I mean, it seems to be all we do, Lecter. Why are you surprised?
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
I need a drink.
I'm already drinking because I'm sad about what I have to do now.
Guys, should we just burn a card?
I mean, I don't know
I
what
think
it
it's
does.
beyond that point right now.
What do you mean it's beyond that point? You really
Deimos
think
is
you
right.
can't do anything? Oh,
Deimos is
fuck.
right. It is beyond this point now. So you guys are still planet-side. Thank goodness for that. So you see a massive pillar of light erupt from the church,
That's bad.
and all electronics go down. Comms off. The ship turns off. Deimos, you're fine.
Yeah!
Somewhat.
Oh shit.
You can't seem to move your left arm, but
Oh god, he's having a stroke.
I go back to the MG nest. If I die, it's going to be inside my goddamn machine gun nest.
Okay.
You mean the one that's currently falling towards the planet?
there's a massive beam of light, and then a radiating wave that goes out from it.
We're fucked.
Who wants to brace?
Me.
I will.
I'm bracing.
Racing.
Everyone braces. I just imagine Matthew braces behind Deimos.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm just rooting myself. This is gonna hurt.
Oh yeah.
So this massive sphere, sphere, irradiates out from it. Solid wall of white, just.
So are we dead?
Everyone hears a very fine ringing as your vision is encompassed in white. But then you return to normal. Nothing seems to have changed.
Matt,
Detect-
explanation now.
Detect mana.
The area seems to be full of mana. Greater than normal.
What the fuck?
Oh, by the way, your mana's not back up to full.
What?
Matt, explanation now. Okay, you got 30 seconds.
Not sure.
Palpatine!
Explosion.
Yes.
You feel a disturbance in the force.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Give me it.
Matt.
I
I
don't
look down
know.
at my hands, and I look at the nearest object, and
Okay.
I try to lift it and bring it towards me.
It shakes a little and begins to vibrate as it slowly floats towards you.
Oh.
Power.
I smile with glee. This is the happiest
Slightly
competition
limited
ever
power.
been.
Uh, is it dark in the ship?
Yeah, it's pitch black.
I cast light.
On something or just?
Just an orb. I can like carry it around with me, right?
Yeah, it's like in the palm of your hand. You can't get rid of it.
Yeah. just
Unless,
do that.
unless you cast it on something, you can't get rid of it.
I mean, I can cast it on something as while I have the ball in my hand, right?
Matt!
What?
You'd have to cast it again, but you could cast it on something on you.
I'll cast it on. I don't know.
Cast it on the
wall.
Rubik's Cube.
Oh great, I'm gonna be glowing from the inside out.
I'm going to be honest. I have no fucking clue of what just happened.
Anyway, so you see in the palm of Matthew's hand, a small orb appears, and it lights up the room.
There we go.
Nice trick. Zeus, you there?
You don't hear anything from Zeus.
Fuck. Get the emergency doors open. I'm assuming we're inside the ship.
Yes, all the doors were opened as an emergency of power failure.
Okay, guys. I say we get the hell out of the ship for now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree.
Because guns are down, engines are down, everything is down. We ain't leaving.
Comms are down.
What the fuck is going on right now?
I don't know. I expected you to know this because you understood half the shit that happened down there.
Well, I don't understand this. Fun fact.
Can
I said half. This is probably the half that you don't understand.
Precisely.
I will say ambient mana seems to be up by double.
Is the is it snowing outside?
No. Weather has returned to normal.
I mean, out of character, is this a fucking Game of Thrones? The dragons come back and the magic returns shit? I guess that can be answered later. Well, I've already posed the question. Let's keep going.
I'm gonna just say this. I'm assuming he didn't want us to die, but he also had a backup story thing happen already. Already prepared, just to make us look like shit.
I mean, he didn't have to do anything to make us look like shit. We were running.
I didn't want to run, but
Like, you guys look like shit on your own. I didn't have to help you with that.
Yeah.
Matt, how about you? How about we take a walk outside and figure out what the hell just happened?
Sure. Sure.
Now, you were mumbling something about a light before the giant pillar. What was that?
Whatever it is.
Matthew,
Yes.
you suddenly disappear.
What?
Deimos, Lecter,
He fucked off again.
God damn it!
like mid-sentence, he's gone. Just
Why? He pulled another fucking Luis Houdini bullshit crap. I'm gonna punch him for this. I'm gonna fucking punch him.
What
I'm
the
gonna
fuck
see if
am
I
I?
can.
Matthew,
Yes.
you find yourself in a cage. Like a bone cage.
I'm gonna punch him for this shit. I'm
What
sick of talking
the
to him.
fuck?
Everyone be quiet.
I'll try and see if I can start up the ship.
This is hell.
Well, you have a mechanic. If he ever gets on, he can fix this.
Shut up.
I am.
Keep
Am I
pushing
in hell
thing.
right now? Is this hell?
Anyway, so Matthew, you're
Yes.
currently in like, you know, interlocked finger cage all around you.
Question.
There's a single ball of light above you, illuminating where you're standing.
Am I in hell? Is this hell? I don't think I deserve hell, but okay.
Silence! Matthew Helicartis.
Mm-hmm.
Lights shine down on 3 ginormous figures, approximately 100 feet in front of you, behind giant-ass podiums.
Oh shit.
The Council of Bricks.
What the fuck is happening?
The bone cage opens up.
Okay.
You're standing on the platform and you have an unobstructed view towards them.
So,
You bore witness to the change. Explain.
am I allowed to just a question, I'm guessing I'm allowed to explain, like, magic and shit?
You were teleported to a room
Yeah.
with a magical
Okay,
light source
definitely.
floating above you.
I mean, there's technological teleportation. That's what we did
Yeah.
for the month thing.
These
Okay.
beings are obviously not normal.
There was some ice giant thing, and we were trying to stop it. We failed. And it appeared to have been drawing in mana from pretty much the entire planet. And it all condensed into a small orb, fired a beam into the sky, exploded, EMP'd everything, and then, everything went white for a bit. It was ringing in my ears, it got really annoying. And then I got teleported here.
Let the record state that Matthew has given his statement.
Yes.
We shall now go through his personal records. Your grimoire and your book leave your bag and open up in front of you, meaning flipping through the pages rapidly.
Well, I mean, I didn't say that I never told anybody that I was a wizard, so.
Yeah.
Good on that.
That's why it goes through it rapidly, and then the one in your book, your
Yeah.
family book, it stops on the page where you copied down the inscription on the ground with the frozen fire.
Oh, that.
It stops to this. Where did you find this?
Below the church, on the planet that I was on. I tell them the planet's name. It was underneath the church. There was some.
Explanation. Matthew, do you consent to us probing your memories?
Sure.
You see a giant needle.
Hold on. Painlessly, or is this gonna be? Am I gonna die? Is this going to kill me?
It just touches your head, and then an entire flashback goes by of everything that happened over the last few sessions. It's like, we know now.
God, my brain.
The needle unbores itself from your forehead.
No. It didn't bore into his head.
Oh God, my brain.
It just needed to touch you.
Okay.
Comrade. Steel production is down. I
Weird.
said, comrade,
Shut up.
you must sleep on the ground.
I will kick
The
you.
divines tell you to be silent.
Sorry. I saw him.
After probing your memories, we see that you have no knowledge of the rebirth.
You'd be right. I have no fucking clue as to what just happened.
So we shall explain. This Proctor and his followers summoned the Unholy One and brought forth a change in the world in your dimension.
Oh fuck.
Out of
Okay.
character, in short, yes, Deimos, you're right.
I fucking knew it.
Oh God.
Magic everywhere now, congrats!
I mean, so wait, does this
Is that
mean
a
I can-
bad or a good?
Yeah, is this a good or a bad thing?
Probably
That's a-
bad. Cause now everyone that would normally been predisposed to magic now is magical. Whether they know it or not. So you're gonna go shake someone's hand and a fireball's gonna come out and murder someone.
Oh shit.
Oh, great. Oh,
Crime-
wait, hold on.
Certain crimes are gonna be untraceable until people find a way to do this. All hell's gonna break loose. Congrats.
It's not the first time we broke out hell.
We shall explain this to you. The Unholy One has merged a timeline and mana pool of the past with that of the present, making ambient mana so plentiful that those that are predisposed now have access. Immense chaos shall begin engulfing the galaxy. But this was not without sacrifice. Everyone on that planet and in that system that was born and lived there has been offered as tribute, and their lives are gone.
Oh.
Wait, that's all I needed to do?
Well, that's...
Cronus is just so happy that he has the Force again. He's like, I just needed to sacrifice one planet.
The summoner, that planet, and all the life in that planet, and in the rest of the system, dies, including the summoner.
Yeah, I'll just get somebody else to do it.
Oh, shit.
And anyone that knows of it dies as well.
Oh, that's a stupid.
Wait, does that mean I die?
Summoner
No.
as in Ice Guy
Okay.
or as in the Proctor?
Oh.
The Proctor and anyone that participated or knows of it.
Oh,
There's no reversing this, is there?
yeah,
The ritual has already happened. You are fine.
Does this mean that I,
No, you're fine.
Yeah, but can I tell people about that?
Of course. It's now everywhere.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Is it irreversible? Is a good question.
Is this irreversible?
Probably. This has only ever
Okay.
happened once.
Oh,
That was
How did that
38
go?
billion years ago.
how did that go?
A whole galaxy was stuffed out.
Fuck.
I believe you guys call it the Sombrero Galaxy.
Not the sombrero. That's what happens in a sombrero galaxy.
That's my favorite galaxy.
No.
Well, the speed of light probably wouldn't have reached most of you by now, so you would never have known. Probably another 2 or 3 billion years, you'll see it.
What happens when they intertwine?
They won't. They're so far apart, they won't intertwine. The Andromeda and the Milky Way intertwined. That already happened. I already told you the stuff behind that.
Yeah.
But that already happened to those two galaxies. The Sombrero Galaxy is super fucking far away.
I mean,
In a few billion years, you'll see that the whole galaxy itself will, very rapidly, all the stars will disappear. And you and your crew are the only ones in that whole system that are alive. You know what? You might want to get out of there before the sun explodes.
oh shit. Okay.
We
Well
will grant you new knowledge. He waves his hand, and you see all these pages of writing flood into your grimoire.
Holy shit.
We'll trust you to guide others.
I will try my best.
Yeah. So Deimos.
We also seek that either you or you set up someone else in a position to manage the grimoires that will now have to be handed out. Because rogue magic shall not be allowed.
So I'm going to have to direct people to the, as my crew had called it, the Hellglass planet.
We've included you with the ability to make the tower. Set it up wherever you deem fit.
Oh shit.
Hey, I might have the perfect planet.
You
I
may
might
not
have
use
the-
it for personal gain.
Not personal gain.
I mean,
building
not really personal gain, but happens with the company I work
Yeah.
with.
So
does
Deimos,
have
do you
a
think we
system.
got time to investigate that volcano now?
Deimos is currently working on getting the ship operational.
I would like to see how far.
Huh.
I'm gonna start fidgeting.
We'll also give you one item. You see 3 pillars materialize in front of you, each with an object on it.
What are the objects?
One of them is a sphere inside of a tube-like cage.
Okay.
The second one is a crystal.
The other one's a
Okay.
Keyblade.
Oh god, you're starting with an extra mana crystal now.
Oh god.
No. This isn't like any other. This isn't any
Yeah,
old
no.
crystal. It's a black crystal that has a central one in the middle and like 100 going around the outside of it.
Okay, and the third option for Matthew's sake.
Awesome, like, to
Yeah,
look
what-
at.
And the third option is a tube that has one lens on one side, and on the other side it has about 18.
Hmm.
You may inspect them
allowed
however
to-
you wish, but you may only take one.
I'd like to inspect each of them.
This actually seems very much like the beginning of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, it's just as weird. Okay. Inspecting each of them. So you're not going to tell me what they do?
No.
No? Okay. I mean, yeah, sure. Where's the fun in it?
Maybe.
I just sort of put on my monocle.
As you go to put it on, there's a film over it, and you can't see through it.
Oh shit, okay. I guess I'll just use detect magic on each of them to try to decipher what they do. Oh.
He waves his hand. That is dispelled.
Why are you decapping us like this?
I want to
Just
know what they do!
Then touch them. You can interact with them, but you may only take one.
Okay, so let's start with the left one.
The ball in the tube. The ball can freely go up and down the tube, but it can't leave the tube.
Okay. What does the ball do?
You're holding it, and you're holding the tube. It's a metal cage tube. You would
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
and the ball is currently at the bottom.
It's the fun new family
I
game.
try to put.
Spear of Annihilation in a cup.
Yeah, what is the color of the orb?
It is red.
Okay, so it's not a sphere of annihilation.
It's a bop it!
It's a cylinder,
move it
dude.
around.
You flip it around, and as the ball gets to about halfway, it begins to slowly fall down.
Okay. Anything out of the normal?
You hear the voice speak. He has figured out the stasis tube.
The what tube?
It alters time
Oh fuck!
for a small amount of time.
I mean, yeah, that's still kind of cool. Okay, I guess I will. So it just slows down time. Can I get like an idea of how much slow time I have?
It gives you 3 rounds for one.
Okay. I know. How often does this recharge? Like, is it a daily thing? Weekly?
3 times a week.
Oh, that's pretty good. 3 standard actions for the price of 1. That's not bad.
And you can use all 3 of them at once if you really want to.
Yeah. Alright.
And you know, so after about, what is it, 18 seconds? Something like that? 3 turns. And the ball touches the bottom of the tube, and then time resumes.
Huh. Okay, I'll put that down, and I'll look at the crystal.
You touch the crystal, and it imbues you with energy. You feel power!
Oh!
Immense power!
Unlimited power! Wait, no, Palpatine should be doing
He
it.
found the focus crystal.
Shit! What the fuck does that do?
You see the tiny crystals out and around it begin draining of the darkness and turning the light, and then they pop.
Do those like restock?
No.
No?
It allows you to put multiple mana crystals into it and channel them into you, forcing them into your body.
Sounds painful.
You can increase your maximum mana.
Temporarily, I'm guessing.
Yeah. until either
Okay.
you run out or until an hour elapses. So if you,
and I'm
and
guessing I can
and
like
it-
just like get
and-
more crystals and restock it.
well, you know how to make them.
Yeah, that's true.
So after an hour, if you notice, there's 100 crystals around this thing.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's still like a limited supply, but I do know how to replace them, so.
Make 200 of them. Burn that thing twice.
Have so much power.
It's not just a mana crystal, which replenishes your mana up to full, and whatever else just goes into the environment. No, it all goes into you, no matter how much you have, or don't have.
Okay, well that's cool.
Yeah, but you see rapidly all the crystals begin breaking. Just it burns through all of them, however many you put into it.
Oh shit.
But yeah,
Okay.
you feel like you have immense power.
Oh.
You feel it radiating off you, like the ground around you is just undulating.
Okay. That's cool.
We'll rectify this. He waves his hand, and you just feel your power being sapped from you. You're not back.
Wait.
You're not back to your regular max.
Okay. No, third one. What was this? It was a tube?
Think of it like
It was a tube with like 18 glasses on the other end of it,
Holy fuck.
and
Okay.
one on the first, if I remember right.
Think of it like a
Kaleidoscope.
think of it like a kaleidoscope. Yeah, there you go.
I guess I'll look through it.
You look through it, and you see a dark figure in front of you, staring at you, like right in front of the lens. You begin looking around you, and you see several of them of different heights just staring at you, doing things.
Like?
Well, others in the distance doing things, the ones around you just staring at you. The creature has noticed the seers that watch all of us.
Oh fuck.
As you pan over to the to the three really big guys, they don't appear on it.
Oh shit. But what does this do?
Allows you to see the unseen.
So like I look through it, it gives me true sight.
A little more than that, but yeah.
It gives you true sight.
It gives me I can see everything. Not gonna lie, I'm thinking either the crystal or the. I was like, that lets me cast some huge fucking spells.
I definitely think that the crystal or the kaleidoscope.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking about. Because while the stasis thing is cool and all, it feels like I would just chew through my mana in that one round.
Basically, unless you gave it to somebody else.
It's like, well, you can use regular mana crystal during that time as well,
That is
which is a standard action, and you have two of those now. So
There's something very important to think about. What if Palpatine gets a hold of one of these things?
That is
Well-
something to come later.
well,
We'll
you use
burn
the
that
force.
bridge
You
when we
don't.
come to it.
You use the force. You don't use mana. So
I imagine it would still have some sort of effect on me.
I don't know. It'd probably make you really energized.
temporary
you use
wizard.
You use those cellular organisms. Nothing to do with magic.
True sight, true sight, or
It's greater than true sight.
greater true sight.
Super
Or-
sight.
Fucking maxing out my mana battery, essentially. What would happen if I put the stone that I have right now on it?
A little forewarning. Using that too much might hurt you.
Oh shit.
Kaleidoscope.
Yeah, I'm thinking kaleidoscope.
Seeing the unseen might have irreversible effects on your mind.
I
What
take
am I
it.
going to see, like Cthulhu? Oh god!
Amygdala!
As like, I will tell you, well, out of character, in Cthulhu's thing, if anyone casts True Sight when looking at Cthulhu, they must succeed in a will save or go insane.
Ooh.
grow
Yeah.
eyes on
You have to get a natural 20.
Matthew. You will grow.
Passing, I believe, is
Ah.
32.
So you have to get a natural 20 or die.
Or be high enough level that your regular pluses prevent you from getting a nat 1 and losing.
Matthew, you will grow. You must grow eyes on the inside.
Shut up, Bloodborne. I mean, well, greater true sight's kind of cool and all. What if I do go fucking insane?
I mean, character development.
I mean, incurable insanity.
I mean, it's better than cancer, I think.
It's better than curable insanity.
Yeah, but do you really want an insane wizard on the loose?
You
That
just
sounds
got one.
awesome.
That sounds horrible.
He's
we got
been given his
Palpatine.
grimoire, which is now unlocked.
Oh fuck.
He's now double his pool. By the way, you now have the whole alphabet. I'll give that to you.
Oh.
Anchorage.
Double?
You now know all of Anchorage.
Nice. All right, so
All of your guesses. You look through it. All of your guesses are now completely accurate.
well, I mean, I didn't have no fucking clue what to do for those, so you're gonna need to show me those.
Dude, I'll send you the thing that I use for it.
Okay.
So you'll have the thing that is the
I'm
list.
thinking, greater true sight, which could go insane, make me go insane, or the mana battery, which could let me cast like fucking ridiculously high level spells.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if I like made the biggest goddamn fire bubble in the world?
Well, you now have a whole alphabet. What can you do now?
And it seems like I got more spells.
Yeah. You'll still have to decode those, but
Yeah.
Are we just talking about what you got?
I'm thinking mana battery.
Battery wouldn't be bad. And if
it's called a
you just
focus crystal.
Focus crystal.
focus crystal.
To,
Yeah, just don't-
to make that it is nigh impossible for you.
Yeah.
Just the true sight thing. If you just happen to run a Cthulhu by accident,
Yeah.
You know, you're looking through it, you look around, and you just see Cthulhu through it. Cthulhu isn't there, you just see him through it. And then all of a sudden you just turn around, hi guys.
Oh god, I become Howard.
Pretty much.
No, I do not want to see the fair lady. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the focus crystal.
But eyes on the inside.
Let's be honest. If I ever learned the true sight spell, I might be able to make something like that.
I don't think so.
True sight is a spell that you can get.
Yes, but this is truer than true sight. I won't impede on your decision. Just go with the crystal. I'm just sad.
I'm thinking like, what would happen if I put 200 mana into a fireball?
You probably make one ghastly fireball.
I could probably
Fucking
tell you.
nuclear fireball.
Nuclear fireball, everyone.
I could probably
What do you
tell
mean? You don't
Emperor
make a
Palpatine-
fireball. You make the sun.
Exactly.
Palpatine was pretty good at precognition, so I could probably tell you.
It's like, okay, so this tiny pea-sized ball of fire comes flying at you, it taps you. Everything within 25 miles is now on fire. Can you roll can you roll 100 can you roll 100 d20 please for damage? Okay, yeah, everything's dead.
I think that wins.
Okay, anything with fewer than 950 health, you're just dead. I'll put it this way: if you're not under God tier, you're dead.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna go with the focus crystal.
Melissa and the God Shield.
Shit.
Shit. You just burn all of your mana. Melissa just walks out. Shing!
Are you fucking kidding me? You know what? Just kill me.
throws the shield at you and cuts you in half.
Char! That's not how you use that, Captain America. Yeah, I'm choosing Focus Crystal.
He chooses the focus crystal. Now go forth and lead the new world.
Wait, which one am I going to lead? Oh, okay.
You get zapped with lightning. And boop. Lecter, are you still standing roughly where you were when he disappeared?
I've actually kind of moved around a bit, kind of fiddling with the cube at this point.
Okay, so you hear the
Looking around
crackling
town,
of
looking for
lightning. Like, so you hear crackling of lightning,
Right.
and then
Can I
a
make one request?
what?
I would like to appear with my wizard hat.
You will appear with a wizard hat.
Yes.
You hear a crackling of lightning, and hold on. Yeah. You just hear small sparks here and there, and you think it's Deimos. Then you hear utter rumbling and cracking of lightning from the bridge, and then an explosion.
I'm outside looking around the town. Did I not say that out loud?
No, you just said you said elsewhere. I thought you meant inside the ship.
Oh no, I meant like walking around town, seeing if there's
Okay,
anyone.
Deimos, you hear this?
Ah!
I'm outside, so shouldn't I hear it as well?
It was inside the ship.
Oh. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo.
I'll say Deimos like over here with the engines. But yeah, so Deimos, your explosion come from the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't I working on the bridge?
You're working on the engines.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Roll a
I guess I'm
engineering
gonna
check
check it out. I did
I don't
already.
see
Yeah,
anyone,
he did already. He got
so
it.
I'm gonna go back now.
Okay.
There's no one in town. I'm gonna walk
Okay,
back.
so Deimos, what are you gonna do?
I was trying to get it operational. I'm going to check the bridge now.
Okay.
I'm walking back to the ship since I'm not
Matthew?
finding anyone outside.
Yes.
You're now back on the bridge, and you have a wizard hat on.
Is it the one that I bought from that one store?
Yes.
Okay.
And a staff with your focus crystal on top of it, and 100 slots around it. This is like a solid titanium staff, by the way.
What the fuck's with that getup?
Anyway,
Deimos,
so
I am a wizard.
Deimos, you run the corner and you see Matthew standing there. He's not wearing his environmental suit. It's like off to the corner. It's like off to the corner of the room. He's wearing like full wizard robe hat and he's a titanium staff with a jet black crystal on top of it.
What's with the outfit and the walking stick?
Deimos, I am a wizard.
I mean, you made those sentient fire thing appear. I already knew that.
Yeah, I was trying to convince you that I was a cleric of some sort. But I was been told that there's been some sort of event, and now magic is on the loose. So
Is this related to that thing that just happened 5
Yep.
minutes
Oh
ago?
yeah. It was definitely that.
It wasn't related to that thing. It was that thing.
Yeah, it was definitely that thing.
I
Am
wasn't
I back at the
expecting
ship yet?
Yeah.
Matthew?
Yes.
I'm gonna fucking punch you.
How
for
do you know he was
disappearing
there?
like
You didn't know he's there. You just got back
that.
on the
I
ship.
said I was back at the ship.
Well, I can tell you this, Lecter. I have found out what the fuck just happened.
Tell me over comms. I'm going to keep fixing this thing.
Comms are down still.
I'm just still.
Matthew.
Alright. I'm not used to that.
Matthew, I'm gonna beat the fucking shit out of you for disappearing like that.
Matthew,
You
your
came back?
grimoire is shaking furiously.
Hold on. Hold that thought. I look into my grimoire.
Pages
Really
flip.
hold that thought.
Hey.
So you see Matthew pull out a red fiery book, which is actively on fire.
That's new, but I like it.
As all these pages, all these previously blank pages go riving by, with words appearing on them momentarily before flipping to the next page. Just shh. You've now got double the spells. No, they're too far away.
Okay.
Uh,
And your powers
so
not
you
great
said
enough
I
yet
like
to waste time.
double my mana pool.
No, your spell limit, your mana pool stays the same.
So it's still 70.
Although your focus crystal could
Oh,
can
yeah.
fix that for for like about an hour.
Lecter, I found out what happened, and there's been an awakening.
Anyway,
Awakening,
so
you're
your
gonna be awakening
your
in
book
about an
goes
hour.
through everything and then flips back a few pages to greater repair.
I just cast it on the ship, I guess.
So you see Matthew pull out his book, begins reading words, and moving his hand from left to right, and the ship comes back online.
Well,
You still want to punch
Zeus?
me?
Hold on. Zeus? Zeus.
Yes, Lecter.
Okay, you're alive. Matthew, I'm gonna hit you, but not as hard now.
By the way,
left mid-sentence. I
that
felt
was
like
a
you
6th
did
level
something.
spell.
That was not under my control.
Matthew, that was
What?
a 6th level spell. Just to tell you.
Okay.
Then what was that? Whose fucking control was it? Who's the one that fucking did it then?
I don't know. I can tell. Can I tell them? They didn't
Of
tell
course you can.
me. Yeah. Some supreme beings that were like that told me about what just happened, and now that I have to be the guide to the new world. I don't know which world, but the new world. By the way, we should leave this system. This
Okay,
sun's
hold
about
on.
to explode.
Okay. So you're saying we don't have time to explore the volcano?
shut the fuck up, Lecter, and get us
One,
out of here.
Everyone in this.
The ship's taking off.
Everyone in this system is dead. 2. Sun's about to explode.
Fine. We'll leave.
Check it out.
Okay, so riddle me this.
Yes.
Are you saying? Okay, you've got.
A friend in me.
Are you okay? I'm assuming you have more "quote unquote" magic in you again since you fixed the ship
oh,
like
yeah.
that.
I've been restocked.
Kind of.
But I just used all of it on repairing the ship.
Okay,
Most of it. I can use this thing to recharge myself.
what did that thing do?
What thing?
That thing, the ice creature.
Oh,
Thing.
apparently that was some ancient evil, and it has awakened. It has basically tied 2 different timelines with one with magic and one Oz, and now we have magic now. I don't know. It kind of seemed a bit weird.
That is preposterous.
Okay,
Deimos
hold
is
on.
a firm believer in the Novikov self-consistency principle.
Hold on.
I draw a line there, sir.
Out of character. Is this supposed to be similar to like Fairy Tail and World Zero
No.
kind of deal? No, like in the world with magic and the one without. But
No.
he intertwined.
Kind
In the
of.
sense that he intertwined it. Okay,
Basically, instead of just a planet, it put that on a galactic scale.
So,
Deimos has been willing to believe everything up to this point except for that last
Deimos,
part right
pause.
there.
Deimos, pause. So
I'm
you're
not-
telling
Basically-
Shut the fuck up and get us
No,
out of here
no,
before the
no.
sun explodes.
we're already flying. So you're telling me that Palpatine has this shit back?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh fuck.
Here over comms. Guys, you'll never guess what happened.
I would like to call them.
Your call finally gets through. You've been trying to call him for like the last half hour or so.
Hello.
Hi, Palpatine.
Hey,
What's up?
Palpatine.
I don't need any more alcohol. I think
Are you done being depressed?
yes, something has happened.
Did you find the Force?
Maybe.
You're welcome, by the way.
It's very
Yes, you are
occasional.
actually welcome.
Oh.
Okay.
We kind of let an ancient evil be reborn, and next thing you know,
We sort of let it
oof.
fuck up
Magic's a thing now. Magic is a thing.
again.
By letting one ancient evil win, you gave birth
Yes.
to multiple ancient evils, including myself.
Yes.
Apparently.
So keep in mind, a handshake will end it all.
Yes.
So you might put up a better fight.
By the way, Moon,
Yes.
this is what Avarice was
warning us.
talking about.
What was he talking about?
Avarice knew because him and the Proctor made a deal.
Oh!
That so Avarice wouldn't have done anything. Got it.
Well, shit.
Would Avarice at least given us a warning to just say fuck off?
No, of course not. He
Great.
kinda did. 1, 2. This is out of game. This is out of character knowledge entirely, so you can't use it at all.
Fair
Oh
point.
my god.
So, Palpatine,
Yes.
no force choking anyone.
No enemies.
You hear one of the scientists gagging in the background.
Hey, what did I just say?
I'm just testing stuff. Don't worry about it.
Look, either go back to either start doing some heavy lifting, or start practicing your lightsaber combat
I can
abilities.
still use Force Lightning. I used it for a second on one of the guys.
Don't you dare use one scientist.
No, you don't seem to be able to do it. By the way, you're only gently choking him. It seems to take a little bit before you start getting it.
Okay. I would like to just play around with my powers until I get a better feel for them.
Well, now he has a stiffy. Are you going to do something about that with your powers?
I mean, I can.
But by the way, Matthew,
Yes.
up on the book hearing lector say he's going to hit you, it flips over to the personal shield section.
How much mana does it cost?
The level 3 spell.
Can I just like use a little bit of mana from the focus crystal?
The focus crystal carries no mana of its own.
I mean, it has. Oh yeah, I need to charge it.
Well, you need to put mana crystals on it.
Oh. Then you said it had 100, like going around it.
Had.
Oh, so it's okay.
They were gonna give it to you empty, but since I was gonna have you hold them, I showed you what it did, and now it has nothing on it as a result of you
Yeah.
using it.
I need to restock on these.
Shield, which is level 3, which also several things. Since you have a full thing, you can now make spells to tell what your mana what your mana amount is.
Yeah. What's my current mana amount?
You have to make a spell for that. Remember?
Right now, I'm just. So, could Deimos have magic?
He's a robot.
That doesn't answer the
He's a
question.
man.
I
Magical
am
item.
not sure.
Okay, look, if you
I
tell me I
mean-
have magic, I'm gonna have problems with that.
He's a robot and a magical item. No.
Fuck you.
Well, I mean, he's a magical item,
Fair point.
but I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Some
By the
plants
way,
have magic, but
How do you have
Can't
magic?
you see if someone has magic, like with some spell of yours or something?
Oh yeah, like that's what I've been using my monocle for.
I thought you just had problems with one of your eyes.
No, actually, it is. I enchanted it.
This is very intriguing.
So does Deimos have magic?
Oh
Where-
well, I mean,
Is he like a mana bank or something you could borrow from or something?
no, I believe that it's just that he's been enchanted.
I do have a goddess.
How about you email her?
It's definitely from arcane energy, not divine.
I mean, if
Okay,
not
so-
one, why not the other?
Okay, so what about me?
I checked Lecter.
While you're looking.
he seems faintly magical.
Yeah, a little bit. Not a lot, but a little.
Like what was previously normal background.
Like, you. Do I know like how much he had before the awakening?
Normal background. Most creatures have background magic,
You just.
which isn't enough to cast spells.
No, you don't really have enough to cast spells, but you do have a little bit in you.
I thought maybe Luis's apartment would be like overflowing with shit.
Well, I mean, that's divine.
Yeah, in like his upper right hand corner, it's blinding. It's also rapidly changing colors.
What's wrong? You having a seizure there?
It's a disco.
You have a rave in your soul. In your soul.
Luis, stop it!
It's called random divine energy. Get used to it.
Great. Guys,
How How to easily spot a follower of Wien. Put on detect magic, look into a crowd. Whoever's blinking like a rave, they follow Wien.
Yeah.
Guys, we got a problem.
What's the problem?
ETA on the sun exploding.
Not sure. We should leave immediately.
Yeah, leave immediately. Yeah, that's gonna work with only 2 warp cores.
That's
Totally
out of system.
He said.
We literally just need to get out of system.
Great.
Unless the next system is really, really close.
It's
We just need to get to
on the
one that
opposite
sells
side
warp
of
cores.
Two jumps away is the nearest one that actually has a station. Whether that
Okay,
sells warp
jump there.
cores, you don't know. But your ship is a
Sure, yeah, that's right. Just jump out far enough away.
Okay, so after about an hour, the ship Zeus pilots it up into space and docks with the upper half. The upper half is also out of power, along with the Wien's wind.
Oh shit.
We're gonna have to hop over and fix that.
Upon docking, the lower half returns on because the top half has enough power to reboot it.
Okay.
Zeus, do you think? No, that wouldn't work. The drop pod wouldn't give it enough boost.
Was Luis on Wien's Wind?
Yes.
Yeah,
So, is he still alive?
yeah.
He's in space, so it's still airtight.
Of course, it's still fucking airtight.
Okay.
Still
Considering that
airtight.
the only thing that's consuming oxygen is a man that's about an inch tall.
And about 7 followers of Wien, which
Yeah,
are
and
like
7
mice
followers.
and insects.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
they would last a couple months with that amount of oxygen. Since they're not running from a beast anymore.
If about a week.
Zeus, any ideas on how to reboot the Wien?
But we can just get close enough to it and jump. It'll be pulled into a bubble.
Okay, that's good enough. Okay, let's jump.
Anywhere specific or just not here?
Just not here.
You look
Sun's
out
about
the,
to explode.
you look out to the window and you see you see the sun slowly getting darker,
Oh, go, 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 go!
rapidly getting darker.
Go, 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 go!
Right.
Zeus, when I
orange.
meant not here, I meant now.
Bright orange cracks are like cracking along the surface of it.
Jump, 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 jump!
Charging.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
We have a large ass
Hey.
ship. It takes a while.
Matt, how about you shut the hell up?
We're going to die!
Charging takes 10 seconds.
Look, we've been saying that for the last 20 minutes, okay? We're not dead.
20
We're not
seconds.
gonna die.
Takes half an hour. We're gonna die.
Yep, Matt, stand corrected. We're gonna die.
There goes the whole founder of the New World thing.
You do have greater teleport.
Probably costs too much mana though.
9th level spell.
Oh. How much can that do for me? Galactic in a galactic ratio.
To the nearest habitable planet from a star you can see.
God damn!
Galactic teleport. That one. Bye.
How about you take us with you, you bastard?
I still think it's a personal thing.
Now it's you and anything you touch.
Oh, okay. Fucking hold on.
Would Wien's
We're still warping right
in
now.
this?
Yeah, we're still warping.
Wien's Wind would not be in this case.
Anyway, so you see the sun collapsing.
How is that jump going, Zeus?
5%.
We're going to fucking die. Just gonna throw
Till
that.
completion.
Oh.
I got you there. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, word of warning, Zeus does stuff like that in dire times. He does that.
So you see the sun implode.
So take his words with a grain of
Jump.
salt for the first 5 seconds.
Jumping in 3, 2, 1. Hold on.
Oh wait, now that I'm like officially a wizard, does that make Sandeep my familiar?
technically he's your bound object.
Ah.
Hold on. I have the thing.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So the sun completely collapses. Beams of white light begin shooting out of it, and then explosion begins rushing towards you.
Wow, this is interesting. Well, Mother Tree will like this information.
And then
Yeah, you have a lot of new information to tell your Mother Tree.
Look, I have a
seems-
lot of things I need to tell her. I haven't been back in 600 years.
okay, so it looked like it was about maybe, you know,
Really 470.
maybe like 2 or 3 light seconds away. 2 or 3 light minutes away. And you just jumped. The speed of light's pretty slow, dude.
So, yeah, I haven't seen Mother Tree in like 470 years. I've got a lot of shit to tell her.
You should definitely get around to you seeing Mother Tree.
Look, there are people who haven't shown back up in 10,000 years. They're just out gathering information.
You know, she won't be around much longer. You should probably go see her.
She's been around since the beginning of time, apparently. Okay. I don't know how long she's actually been around, but she's got enough energy to stay. She'll find ways. She's been around for a long time.
I said to disturb into the force!
Once she gives me a call, then I have to go back, or the Great 10 will find me.
Lecter, you begin getting a call.
Oh, fuck. Who's calling?
Rich Mother Tree.
Yeah, Mother.
Shit.
It's your mother. Why don't you ever call me?
I can't call you, that's why! It's a one-way call!
True.
You know that!
Magic has been restored.
I
I can feel it in my roots.
yes, I can tell. You're as lively as ever.
Goddamn right I am.
Don't you have like another 10,000 kids to bother right now?
Yes, I'm going through them one by one. You on the list. So how's it going?
I'll visit eventually, okay? I know it's been 470 odd years, okay?
Well, Magic's now back. Just call me
Got it. Yes, mother.
Don't want to see your ugly
and tell me
face
all
around.
about your adventures.
Oh man.
Bye.
Bye.
Zoom. Home.
She
End of
doesn't
call.
call through a normal communicator. You guys understand that, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
By the way,
it's
when
a
the-
one-sided conversation.
By the way, when
Again.
to Matthew and Deimos, when that happened, you see a single stick on Lecter's head jump up and begin vibrating as that was going on, as he was talking one-sidedly to himself.
That was mother.
We noticed.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah, of course it had to be me on the list because she couldn't bother the other 40-odd thousand people who haven't shown back up in thousands of years.
No, you were
Oh,
next.
no,
She was
this
going
is
down the
a-
list.
This is
Uh.
a very huge event. I would probably call all of my children.
As long as I didn't upset her and have the Great 10 come after me, okay?
Hey,
What's
Sean,
me?
do I know how many children I have?
You don't have any kids!
You personally? No, you don't have any.
There were a lot of clones. I personally don't really.
I'd have questions if you did.
Matthew would definitely be able to find out. So yeah, Ben?
Yeah.
Go ahead and pick like 10 spells from the wizard spellbook and add them to your thing.
Oh shit!
Literally
You're
any of them.
Pathfinder.
Any of them.
Okay. So, where are
Literally any spell you want. Pick 10 of them and add them in.
Oh.
Okay, so where are we?
But keep the level in mind because
Yeah,
You know.
I know.
10 level 6s, you can only use one of them unless you supercharge yourself. Which, you might want to get to work on a spell to read your
Yeah.
mana.
I'm gonna get to work on a spell to read my mana. So I can finally make that.
You have to give it an appropriate name and an accurate description of what it needs to of what it does.
Health bar!
Well, he can also attach that to program and have display in his mind as a bar in front of his eyes. He can give himself a mana bar.
Oh god. It's gonna be like Slippy from Star Fox.
I would say put it in your left eye. So then when you put like 1,000 fucking shards into it, it'll fill up to the right eye.
Okay.
So it'll just be there, just in your sight, and then you just charge yourself up, and then all you see is blue across all the center of your sight.
You're like, oh shit.
That way you can't look at anything directly. You have
I'm
to like
thinking
look
like
to
it
the
would
side.
start at like the bottom left of my vision.
Nope, center left,
Oh god.
and then like fills all the way across, and there's like a blue bar directly down the center of your eye.
Once it fills all the way across, it starts widening.
It just gets wider and wider. Oh my god.
At one point he's blind with blue.
I
Please
can't
let it
see
be so
anything
that
but
other people can
blue.
see this.
I cast blind sight. Ha Bitch.
There we go.
I cast scrying. All you see is blue. Damn it! I cast scrying on myself. I can see what the hell's around me. All you see is blue. God damn it! All you see is blue. Damn it!
Summon a massive Igneous. Just let him drain your mana real quick.
Well, he
Oh,
drains
I
it logarithmically, and he can make the range of it better. By the way, you now have the knowledge for greater summoning circle. Oh, and you now know the circle that was used to summon the unholy ancient evil itself
Yeah.
is a mythical summoning circle.
Oh shit. They weren't fucking around.
Yeah, that's why all around the fucking church was a black abyss. It was
Huh.
a level 50 spell.
That's 500 mana.
That's just to
Wow.
create the circle.
Okay, so where?
Depending on the spell, you may have to dump equal or double the amount of mana into it to get whatever you want out.
I'm gonna have to like take some time to choose what spells I get. I get 10?
Yep, you can choose them whenever you want.
Oh.
So if you want
A
just,
part of me kinda wants to take form of the dragon.
so if you want just on the spot, say I cast this spell, as long as you know the level of it, boom, you cast it. I also have like 4 or 5 set up for myself that you can decipher, but I have the cipher for you, so.
Yeah.
But just writing it down is always fun.
Yeah.
Because looking through your book on all these arcane things look amazing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Having an actual wizard book next to you in a language no one else knows about.
Yeah, that is pretty great.
Someone looks through it like, what the fuck is he doing? Well,
What the
unless you
fuck?
put immediately below it in the exact same format what it actually says.
Yeah.
That's what I've done. I take a picture of what I send you, and then I write below it what it is
Yeah.
in the same exact format it was above it, so it's just mirrored down and up.
10 spells from all of Pathfinder from Wizard. That's pretty tough.
Yeah, just choose wisely, dude.
Yeah, that's why I'm like saying I'm gonna take some time on this.
8th level fucking. Gosh, erupt.
Jesus.
And then you could add some of the ones that we have in here. So, put it on a circle.
Oh my god, I could make the best landmine ever.
Do
You
you
step
make
on
the-
that shit and becomes a volcano.
Now, I will say one of the spells that's in there is an amalgamation of the majority of what you have. Example. A summoning circle that has such on it. Program. Use the spell Bubble. Then cast Fire 13 times. Then cast Protect.
Protect.
Then cast Protect on the bubble, not on anyone in the bubble. Protect on the bubble. Prevent the bubble from popping. After 6 seconds elapse, the bubble is to detonate. Dimensions of bubble, 10 feet by 10 feet. End program.
God fucking damn.
Condition. Upon stepping on the rune. End program. You now have a landmine on a piece of paper. Granted, this will take about 100 magic to put down.
Yeah, but that's one hell of a... That is probably reusable too, so...
No, the runes burn the paper when it's done,
Oh,
if you remember. But you can prepare these ahead of time.
that's also true.
It's basically like making scrolls of spells. Prepare it ahead of time so you don't have to burn the magic later on. Yes, it's still the same thing. You just don't have to burn a spell slot or magic to do it at the moment you need it. So instead of burning 4 or 5 different spells in one go, or, you know, you can't do this in a normal combat situation, because that's like 5 turns. Although, if you took the slowdown thing, you can get that done in 2.
Yeah.
Cast Program, that's 1. I activate the thing. Okay, you now have 3 more turns. Cast Bubble. Cast Protect on the bubble, prevent it from popping. And then you start the first fire. End of your turn. Next turn. Okay, use the thing again. Cast Fireball 3 more fucking times. Add Erupt to it. Add Shield to the add Shield to the bubble so it can't be popped. End.
Guys, if I really wanted to, I could get plane shift and we can go to different planes of reality. Who wants to go to hell?
You can also go to the Elemental Plane of Magic. Oh, by the way, the stuff about the Maelstrom's now in your book.
Oh fuck.
Remember how I was telling you about natural magic? And how once you start, you can't stop those things?
Yeah, it was a maelstrom.
It was Maelstrom magic.
Oh, fuck.
And you've gotten a few more of those, which I'll tell you later. Yes, it takes multiple turns, but they're incredibly cheap to use.
Yeah.
Some of these are cantrips. Which cost, 1 to 2 mana. Or 1 to 5 mana. I will also say that you can get the spell that enables you to physically manifest your mana.
Ooh.
So you can grab it and hit people with it.
I whack you with magic.
Feel the magic, bitch! Boom! You just create a bobby stick out of magic. I'm just thinking of it's like a Skyrim when you cast Bound Weapon. But yeah, you get Bound Weapon and Bound Armor. And thankfully, Skyrim uses the same mana system that we're using here.
Yeah.
So
By the way, we're gonna need to go over the spells that I've gotten.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so Matthew just got a massive upgrade boost, whatever hell. Got it.
Well, most of what he's got needs preparation.
Yeah.
As long as he remembers to prepare, he should be fine. Speaking of which, since we have time during our trip, I'm gonna start making scrolls of my shit.
Okay.
Since we have the money for it, and the time. So, you know, as we spend over a week sailing, we're gonna walk out there with like 4 or 5 fucking scrolls. 9 scrolls, bro.
Okay, back to game.
Okay? Yeah. You guys leave the system.
Where are we?
You exit warp near a white dwarf, a pulsar.
Oh, where the fuck were you when I needed you?
The pulsar?
Oh, the white dwarf.
Well, it's a white dwarf and it's a pulsar. Do you know what a pulsar is?
Pulsar, no.
Pulsar is a white dwarf that's spinning rapidly, and its energy is condensed into jets that fire out its poles,
Okay.
highly
fuck
damaging to
that.
anything that touches them, especially organic matter.
Figured. Well, I'm gonna be fully charged for fucking nothing.
Not gonna lie. Just gonna throw it out there. This may be the first time anybody's ever been able to use a bullet shield.
What do you mean?
Bullet shield is a level 2 wizard spell in Pathfinder that specifically gives you bonus AC against firearm attacks.
Okay.
Take that, put it on yourself.
It's an idea, but
It's how often do people use guns? That's the
a
problem.
lot.
Then why don't people use bullet shield more?
Because magic just became a thing.
Oh, okay, you're talking about that. Okay.
From Pathfinder into this campaign.
From Pathfinder, hardly anybody uses guns.
To this, where absolutely
Got
everyone
it.
uses guns.
Got it. Okay, well, I'm fully charged now. That's fucking great.
Yeah, I'll be about an hour and it'll be fully charged.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, that's a pulsar. A
Okay,
little
I'm
darker,
gonna put
but yeah. Pulsars are still like neutrons, but yes, that is basically what it is.
Also, everything
Okay.
spins a lot faster.
I'm gonna put in an order for, how many warp cores will it take to get back to our system? Zeus?
A lot.
So
It took us how many to get to that system?
A lot.
I'm just gonna put in an order for 20.
Pretty sure it took
I
us
can get a
19.
spell that lets me talk to elementals.
Well, I mean, this was a complete waste.
Really?
Matt
I
just
mean,
got a massive
Technically,
boost. Yes.
the
Both
magic
of
thing.
us.
Technically, the magic thing would have happened whether we were there or not.
You don't know that.
Actually, no, it wouldn't have because we wouldn't have broken open the door.
That is also true.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So we did this, everybody.
So we came. So we spent
19
Right.
warp cores.
19 warp cores to come break a door, and then another 19 to leave.
Magic.
To be fair, we made magic a thing again.
We made
Yeah, good
magic
for
happen,
you.
guys.
The both of us get fuck all in that situation.
Well,
You're the
you'll
only
s-
one who got a bonus.
you will slowly attune to the new ambient magic and start being able to cast spells.
That's cool. What about me?
Now, you're a robot.
Fuck you.
What if he gets like a what if he gets like a magic gauntlet?
Then you can totally use it. Magic items can use other magic items.
Okay, so Matt,
That's Avarice. Yeah.
I want to fucking strangle you.
Why?
By the way, because there's now a doubled ambient mana, you now regen faster.
How much mana
Because
am
I
at?
don't know what to do in this situation.
Over half.
We gotta wait. We gotta wait. Who knows how fucking long for a delivery boy to show up with our fucking warp cores?
It doesn't mean you
Wait.
should strangle me.
But it seems like the best option right now
Why does that seem like the best option?
because I'm annoyed.
Are you annoyed with the fact that now magic is a thing, or are you annoyed with the fact that
Your mom called you.
your mother?
Three things. Both of those, and the fact that Deimos and I got fuck all from this adventure. Like, we wasted 19 warp cores to get there, Matthew.
And I wasted
19.
50 bullets.
Well, I
You
don't
wasted
know.
ammo. We literally gave you, a random stranger, a fucking boost. And the people I wanted to hunt down are dead, and I didn't get to personally beat their fucking
Well, I
asses.
think
Well,
you
we
for
don't know
this.
if they're dead. We just know that the people who
No,
would
they
lead
were
us
in
to
witch
them
space.
are dead.
They were in
Um,
witch space. They might still be alive.
Those people might be. Not the people
It's
in the
like
hangar.
there are
Hey,
spells
hey,
to
wait,
inquire.
wait,
Hey,
wait.
inquire planar ally.
Their
Planar
home
inquiry?
base is gone. Their home base is gone. Who cares? They suffered. They suffered
Pla-
a huge loss. Their home
Matthew.
base is gone.
Yes.
Planar inquiry.
Yeah, I mean, there's a spell that I could get.
Which base is technically a different plane.
Okay. Okay, Matt, you do whatever. Deimos, you want to ride over to the?
You could question an outsider on the condition of the people that mess with them.
It is true. It is a level 3 spell, and it would come in handy.
Deimos, you want to ride over to the? You're gonna need to go over to the Wayne's Win and fix it.
You could tell them about this so they don't strangle you.
Yeah. You want to know something about the people in which space?
Look, I'll deal with that in a minute. We need to fix the Wayne's Win.
Maybe. You know, we could just start. We could just space Matt right now.
We could just what?
He'd probably be okay,
Basic.
actually.
Most
Cast
of
air
this is
bubble.
story.
Look, he fixed our ship. If he's not about to fix the other one, then I need the only other person who's a mechanic currently in the session to do
That's
it.
not me. That was actually just a random roll that
Just
was good.
give me a little bit of time, and I can fix the other one.
You're a scientist.
How much time?
Probably not that much.
It's only 190,000 credits for a core. For 19 of them.
By the way, for Planner Inquiry, it says offerings worth 100 GP per hit dice of creature called. How is that going to translate to this?
I'll say a gold is a credit, so produce material credits and you should be fine. Or just
Yeah.
valuable items.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
So-
I wait a little bit so I can.
Ask for some
Cast
translations, yeah.
Yeah, I wait for a little bit so I can cast Restoration on the Queen's Wind.
Greater
Okay, so-
repair.
Yeah, Greater Repair.
Deimos, I'm at a total loss right now.
if it makes you
About
feel
what?
any better.
Like you and I literally wasted time to give some random stranger a boost. Palpatine's got his shit
you went
back
you went over there
for another reason.
and with the knowledge that you weren't going to get anything.
No, I was gonna get revenge. I didn't get my revenge. We got pinned down by 2 turrets.
If it makes you feel any better, eventually I should be able to basically warp us around the galaxy.
Good for you. Out of character knowledge, nice. But damn it, like, Palpatine's got his shit back.
Yeah.
So
he's
isn't
gonna
he a
fuck with us
Fox?
more.
Let's kill him
That's
now.
the problem.
We must kill him now before he becomes a problem.
Oh, I'm sure he's gonna take a real liking to Matt.
He's,
You know, this is why we need Matt to be able to counter Palpatine now.
I do know Counterspell.
Matt.
And he can
Yes.
counter it at a level that Palpatine can't fight.
Exactly.
Can he open up a giant wormhole in space?
Yes.
Probably.
Literally eats planets?
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
With his item specifically, yes.
Then yes, we will get along very well.
Who knows? I might at some point be able to make a Sphere of Annihilation.
Look, I'm
Definitely.
gonna make you my apprentice.
Just make a rod of roasting.
Too unpredictable.
I've made it! I've made it! You're fat and ugly. No one loves you. Roasted.
Yeah, now get a
Matt,
rod of
you
roasting
show-
and make sure when your character suffers fatal damage, it becomes immune for the rest of the turn. And just keep, and just rod of roasting is good.
Pretty much, yeah. I can learn true resurrection. That's kind of cool.
But Zeus, space between. The ship's never gonna fucking land, so I don't need to know that. Space between the top half, landing gear, and the thing.
Very fucking specific.
Yes, give me the bottom hull of the ship to the bottom of the landing gear. That'd be touching the ground. The amount of space between that two.
Approximately 5 feet.
Fuck, I can't work with that.
As we're currently docked, there is absolutely no room.
Yeah, no. I guess we'll just dock it and then drop it. Trying to figure out how to get the.
I'm really sorry that you don't really get anything out of your whole venture.
No, what's worse is I was really debating about burning a card, and and I feel like that would have been pointless anyway.
It would have.
Yeah.
Good thing you didn't.
Yeah. Well, any ideas of a magical item you want?
Do I have any idea of any magic items?
You have no idea.
Talking to
don't know.
Deimos.
What?
He would have more of no idea.
Deimos, no?
Do you want like a gauntlet or something?
He would know more than nothing.
Yes.
Just saying,
No.
we'll find something in the black market eventually.
I could train you in the forest, and then help you forge a Sith war sword.
Nice.
Eventually, at least.
Well, most likely the Great 10 are going to be even more scary now. Great.
You seem to have been mentioning this Great 10 quite a bit.
The 10 guards that Mother Tree is depending upon defending, or not defending, retrieving children who have refused to come home.
Wayward souls.
Ah,
Palpatine, get off the fucking line.
Disconnected.
Good. Let's just say no amount of power could fight them.
Hmm.
They are one of the first that she ever created, and they've been around ever since.
Innately magical.
Yeah, so they're pretty fucking terrifying. Let's just go with that. You piss off one,
you
wish.
piss off all of them.
you don't even need to piss. It doesn't even piss off all of them. They all have different opinions. The problem is that when they work together, it is. You know how we're made of wood?
Yes.
They can destroy a star. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
Magical things cannot be destroyed.
They're not
Except by
godly.
magical things like me.
You're not magical, your core is.
They're
Throw my core at their head.
they're not godly, but they're just.
They're close,
they're,
I'm
a
guessing.
they're a couple steps down. Let's just go with that. So, they're also the people who enforce the law in our system. You know the whole you can never leave the planet if you set foot on it, unless you're in a body bag? They're the ones who keep track of that.
Oh.
You don't piss off the Great 10. You don't disobey Mother for that exact reason. And unless you're exploring in a situation that requires you to keep going, that is the only time she will allow you to disobey her. Because all we do is explore.
Legends have it that they've existed along with Mother Tree for as long as she has.
I mean, I did say they were the first to be created. But who knows? They might have been there from the start as well. Oh, my toe's healing up quite nicely. Did I tell you I made butternut squash for Christmas?
Yeah.
Did I tell you how I smashed my toe with a squash?
No.
Yeah, it kind of busted open my toe pretty badly.
Ha.
The Walmart bag broke open and just completely, like...
That's why you
felt like
double
it
up.
took No, I did. The thing was, though, is she fucking ripped it on one of the hooks that it was hanging on. So the second one didn't have much strength in that area, and it just slipped out.
Ha.
My toes healed up quite nicely, though, so now I can go back to wearing normal shoes rather than
Ah.
sandals. Fucking hell.
So I've managed the funds. We'll just have you teleport there.
Are we back in the system now?
Yeah, we'll just fast forward time, and you teleport directly to the station, because you put the beacon there.
Yeah.
Don't have to
Okay,
burn
so-
an extra few hours, you're just there. Vroom. Surprise, bitch.
Okay, so Matt, welcome to Zeus. You want to give the introduction of our system?
Ahem.
Welcome to the Triboob system.
What?
Welcome Matthew Helicotis III to the glorious Triboob system.
Okay, so I remember you telling me that I should be taking everything that Zeus says with a grain of salt.
It's when it's
but-
in a situation of life or death. That's what I meant.
So
We're currently
you actually
currently
named
opening-
your system. The Triboob
I-
system.
I'm speaking, goddammit!
Let,
sorry.
You see the guns point towards you.
let Zeus speak, and no, I didn't name it Triboob. Someone else did.
We're currently
You had a vote.
we're currently orbiting the system of Nova Solo. We're currently orbiting the planet of Nova Solo, which has been blessed to have one of the very few churches of Quan.
Hmm.
Now you
So,
may
yeah.
speak.
There's an actual Church of Quan on that planet. So, you know anything about Quan?
A little bit.
He breaks your face in. That's what
I
he's
know
thought
that.
of.
I know that part, and I also know to make sure to fireproof your everything when it comes near Saint figures.
Yeah, that's why whenever that day rolls around, anyone who's not a part of it must leave for the time being, and we must be out, because I am included in the heresy, being that I'm a follower of Wan. Quan has a problem with Wan because he involves somewhat peace. Wan does not have a problem with Quan, though, since
Possible peace.
possible war.
It's a weird line with anything that has to do with Ian.
Wan, yes, he's the one who's iffy on a lot of people find him iffy. And I love it!
But yeah, so
But,
so you go through 3 days of warping. You guys want to do anything?
What did I need to make?
A spell to count your mana bar?
Yeah, I need to make a spell to count my mana bar.
I look for jobs in our surrounding our system.
You're out in the fucking boonies. There's no one around you.
Fucking damn it.
I would like to, I'm in our system, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd like to just hang around the station and just try to...
Pick up shit.
Try to just test my powers. Get a grip on where I'm at right now.
Okay, so you see the science ship currently orbiting, currently in close proximity to Station Absolutely Hammered. By the way, Zeus is saying this, and if you look off the starboard side of the ship, you'll see our new science vessel currently in close proximity to Station Absolutely Hammered.
Yes, Matthew, we named our station Station Absolutely Hammered.
You had a vote.
Very well.
And Palpatine, reiterate, what'd you name it? Your ship?
The PGE Gimme.
Oh yeah, the PEG Gimme.
The science ship named Gimme.
Yeah. That's after, of course, the 3 days, but 3 days. I guess I'm gonna be looking at the news to see what other people respond to this whole magic shit's going on the internet.
I'll hit that next session. Don't worry.
So,
Got it.
I have a question.
Hold on.
Oh, hi,
So,
Marv.
as you look up the side, you
I did
just
not
see
hit
the
her.
science ship slowly moving closer and further away from the station.
Oh, come again?
Palpatine's getting a grip on his powers, so he's pushing and pulling his ship away and from the station.
Oh god.
Palpatine, stop doing whatever you're doing.
I try to move the warship as soon as I see it.
No.
Oh no.
I swear to God, Palpatine, no.
So, Palpatine, you put both your hands to the upper right and begin pulling the left. You guys look, and you see the gimme slowly moving away from the station.
I think he's moving the wrong thing.
Okay.
He's exerting enough force on you to move himself, and the ship he's on.
While that was happening, Matt was preparing a counterspell, but then he just sort of
Starts left. Okay. Oh, hi, Moff. I did not hit her.
So, I was just, sitting around one day, and then next thing you know, somebody started shooting fire out of their ass. What's going on?
Look, okay, we've had a rough week. Okay. We hired a new person.
There is rampant elemental problems on the planetary surface.
Is Quan able to
There's a
handle
lot
it?
of these, things. I hit a thing that was literally made of fire.
Was
Did you
Quan-
kill it?
is-
Oh yeah, I killed it.
Good
But
job.
It is fucking dead. Then there was one of water. There was one of wind. That one was weird.
No, I mean people.
Oh.
No, elementals too, but people. When I say elementals, I mean people uncontrollably firing ice and wind and fire from their hands.
Yeah, like what Mark
And
just
water.
said. I was
Okay.
just chilling out one day and somebody just started shooting fire out of their ass. What's going on?
I was just chilling out, and then someone started chilling out, freezing the person next to him.
Oh, is the Sombrero Galaxy back?
Okay, Marv.
You do
Yeah.
not know of this, Palpatine.
How would Quan feel about like a wizard temple on the planet?
Fucking, I don't know. Does it say anything about that in the Bible?
It does not.
It doesn't say that he's against it or for it, so...
Well, as long as he's not against it, I have another way of getting more people to our planets.
I mean, hold on. So,
But come St. Gregor's Day.
come St. Gregor's Day, they better stop praying.
They could probably just put a bubble around their stuff.
I don't know how magic works, that's just weird.
Look, it's more of we sort of didn't stop an unholy evil from intertwining.
Was that the thing that you were fighting?
Yes.
You didn't kill it.
We didn't kill it nor stop it from intertwining two timelines.
Damn.
So now magic is a thing. So inevitably, you and I can cast even weirder spells.
Well, you two are divine casters.
Yeah, divine cast.
On hearing
But
this, I'm just
then-
sort of looking at my hand, just... What?
So yeah, be careful. One day you might scratch your face and light yourself on fire.
That's my nose.
Scratch your nuts.
Oh god.
Thing is... Nope, nothing is burning.
Scratch, scratch. It always has this burning sensation in my loins.
So,
Looks down, it's on fire.
I
But-
think we're fine. Some people...
So
No?
Wait a minute, are you saying
What's
that
your problem?
people that aren't of faith wouldn't be casting magic?
what I'm saying is people who were able to.
I turn to the guy that's shooting fire out of his ass.
I'm just saying there are some people out there who can cast spells, but weren't able to because they didn't put in the practice.
Oh.
There are still people who can't do shit.
Sorcerers.
God. Problem is,
You know, I was thinking that, like,
stop
I could have
again.
used that to find some kind of heresy, but you know what? Okay.
Warning, Palpatine has his powers again.
I'm pretty sure Marv knows this by now.
Yeah,
By this point, after
some
being
shit.
yelled at by Palpatine over the
In
mic.
3 days.
Yeah.
So does that mean he can survive a hit?
I wouldn't say that. I just say he can actually throw a hit back.
He's now officially a glass
actually.
cannon.
Yes. So
Glass cannon sounds completely pointless.
I don't know, okay? Shit happened. New guy's gotta open some, like, school of teaching. I thought maybe we could do it on our planet, but if Quan might kill him on St. Gregor's Day, that might be a problem.
We could stick him on the
Again,
waffle.
one doesn't seem to have a problem with it. I don't.
No, does he have a problem with...
I'll have to like ask to
Revise
leave a
the book.
message. I'm gonna have to revise. I'm gonna have to look at the book for a bit. Maybe try to leave a message.
Why don't we try to stick him on the lava planet?
Okay, how does he feel about... I don't know the whole thing about Quan. How does he feel about people that don't worship him, but don't worship anyone on St. Gregor's Day?
Heresy.
Okay, so they still die. Okay. What if they worshipped him and did this?
Probably
Fine.
fine.
You
Yeah,
can be
we
you can
gotta
be a
find-
wizard and still have a religion.
We still need to throw this school somewhere. Matt, don't you need to throw this shit somewhere?
I mean, yeah, I do need to put this somewhere, but I'm not sure. Like,
I
see
sort of feel
anywhere.
bad for you because you got two characters you got to work with right now.
Yeah, I know it's really fucking weird.
But
Suddenly, heart attack.
oh shit.
Oh, what am I for hot?
I meant Matthew, but sure, we'll do Marv. The only time I'm able to do that. They're like, "Oh, my heart!" I meant Matthew, but sure, we'll do Marv.
Anyways,
Shrugs off the heart attack.
hey
Oh,
man, I
God.
went through like 10 sessions of doing this when I was playing as Taraz and Bolvar.
Heart attack. You know everything's going stroke, mini stroke.
Okay.
Everything's going good. Actual stroke.
Okay, but we just need to. Okay, look.
Heart attack.
What if we found a place to put your temple thing on? If we found another uncontrolled area to put it on for safety.
It'll be fine. Didn't see anything wrong with it.
I think it would be cool if you put it on a lava
just need to-
planet that was right down the road.
So I know how to build it, right?
Yeah, it seems to be a spell.
Okay, it's spell.
Well, it's a scroll.
Oh. Did they give me this scroll?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You see Matthew pull out a titanium tube.
I have to use this.
Sorry, an unobtainium tube that he pulls out a scroll with that has
I'm sure I'd be sure not to open it.
you can as long as you don't read aloud, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
Fair point.
You pull it out and it's like, you know, golden leaflet scroll.
Very fancy.
The page is sheen with unobtainium.
Oh Jesus.
This would sell for a lot.
We're not selling this.
It has unlimited knowledge and power.
It would sell for even more.
Why the fuck would you sell unlimited power? I
Because
thought you would like. I thought you of all people would actually enjoy having unlimited power.
are you trying to make Palpatine both a space wizard and a regular wizard?
Potentially.
What kind of madman are you?
What's going on?
I'm not trying to make you a wizard, but if you do decide that you're curious about the arcane arts, then by all means.
Yes. Give me 2 types of unlimited power, please.
I'll have you know that arcane power is actually kind of limited
And very difficult.
and very difficult, extremely difficult.
This comes from
horsepower is-
Ross the player, not Matthew the character.
Yeah, I can tell you this: it's a pain in the fucking ass to do this shit.
But now that conventional magic's in, I can just tell him, grab shit from the wizard book and you're fine.
Yeah.
And giving him 10 would mean the stuff I give him will be supplementary and not mandatory.
Yeah.
Okay, so my god's the god of randomness. If I wanted to be a wizard, I don't think he would care. I think he would enjoy more random shit.
Probably not. Like, he'd probably be okay with it.
He's okay with everything!
Even genocide.
But
Yes!
the question is, do you have enough mana in your body to cast
You
spells?
looked at me! I don't know, you tell me!
I told
Well, I
you,
have enough-
you don't.
Currently.
Currently.
At the time that I looked at you, you did not.
Oh no, I look at him again.
It seems to have gone up.
A
I
little
just
more
realized
mana in you.
that I just realized that I hadn't actually met Matthew, so I'd like to go
Hop
on
on
the
over.
ship. Yeah.
You just cruise by the window, just wave at him.
Just wait.
I'm currently trying to figure out how to make a mana bar.
Yes, I would like to hop on over to the battleship.
There you go.
Okay. Palpatine, you dock with the ship and you get on.
Okay.
As
So-
you're walking on over to the central thing, you notice there's a nuke to your left over on the cargo pad.
Throw that in the trash.
How fun.
We'll make sure.
Baby,
remember,
you
Lane,
take the
don't let
elevator up
Cooper-
and you make your way over to the bridge. Matthew's staying there. He's wearing full-on wizard attire.
So I have a few questions. First
Yes.
question: why is there just a nuke sitting over there?
As soon
Because
as,
we have a
as soon
nuke.
as
You
you
got a
say,
problem with that?
as soon as you say that, Matthew turns around. He's wearing full-on wizard hat. His robe whooshes behind him. Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
What's wrong with having a nuke?
And he has a titanium staff with a jet black crystal on top of it.
Is there a problem with having a nuke, Palpatine? I thought you were all for like weapons of mass destruction.
I mean, I'm fine with it, but should we really have it on the battleship?
Yes. Yes, we
I
should.
mean, where else would we put it?
I don't know. Maybe the small ship, the small artillery ship. Probably.
That could probably launch it. Yes, fair enough.
Give it too much. Can't give it too much power.
And if we put it on there, if
Didn't he threaten to shoot
stray
us?
bolt,
Yes, he did. That's the thing, and we don't have an AI for the ship yet to stop him from doing stupidity like that. Hey, Cooper.
That is a very good point.
So at the current moment, that's why I was really debating about getting one for Palpatine's ship or getting one for that ship, because the thing is who do I trust more not to try to kill one of us? Palpatine, who has no armaments but
Hello
rarely
there,
gets killed,
Zeus. Hello,
Or-
Adam. Nice to finally meet you. Likewise. You
or
look
give
mighty
it to,
fragile.
or let Louise have a cannon able to kill us because we have nothing stopping.
I'm quite tough. I don't know.
No, you're not the
Seem
only
pretty
ship he
durable.
can shoot at. That's the problem, Adam. You're not the only ship he can shoot at.
Adam and Zeus are having a conversation here.
Yes.
Oh, By the
Have
way,
fun with that, Sean.
meet Adam. He's very fun.
Yes, I did
Hello,
purchase
Adam.
him.
Why, hello there.
He's supposed to be the science ship pilot.
Oh,
I am the
For what?
science ship.
astounding!
He's there for if Palpatine fucks up a drive.
I'm here for when Palpatine can't drive, which is all the time. He's banned from driving.
Exactly, for good
Oh.
reasons.
So when he's drunk.
He's banned from
You mean-
driving.
At all times.
It's been amended. Palpatine's banned from, you know what, driving whenever. At any time. He's banned from driving at all.
He doesn't like when I drive.
You need to flew into the sun.
Oh,
I wasn't anywhere close to it.
Excuse me, Cooper.
You're 300 light seconds.
you were driving into the sun?
Shh. It's fine,
Look.
Mr. Pointy Hat.
That was before I was installed.
Yes, and that was the problem. Is that we didn't have him installed until...
How are we taking the hat off by now? Because it kind of looks ridiculous.
As you're talking to him, you see him stripping and putting on an environmental suit.
No, I just take off the hat.
Still wear your wizard cape.
Of course.
You know what?
So-
I just imagine you're wearing blue jeans, a red shirt, and then this starry cape.
Fine, I'll take
So, is this like Your
No,
pajamas?
yellow
maybe?
shirt, because
What?
if you're a red shirt, that means you have to die. Star Trek rules.
No, I was wearing all of that just for a comedic effect. And I made the grand reveal that I am a wizard.
Okay, so
No, you were something. I just
you
didn't know
use
what.
the Force as well.
He said monk.
Here's the thing.
and then he said
I literally
cleric.
couldn't tell you that I was.
I kept
a
running through
wizard.
my options until I hit the mark.
I actually could not tell you that I was a wizard. I couldn't tell you about anything about arcane magic.
Look.
Wizard.
I
Okay.
assume it's because of the fact that this universe didn't have as much at first
Precisely.
until that shit happened, and I'm
Barely had
assuming
any. By the way,
So,
I'll state ambient magic level previously was like 2.
so you use the Force as well.
It's now up to 10.
I guess it's similar to
That's
the
the
Force.
first level spell.
Okay, so
the arcane is similar to the Force in a way. Just that I can do a lot more with it.
fair enough.
What do you mean more?
So
Like, for instance, if I really want to, I could instantly disintegrate something.
I can do that as well. With
Can you?
could you both stop talking about how you can kill someone in a
bring
millisecond?
someone back to life?
Could you? I can't actually bring somebody back to life.
Can
He
you call
wasn't
demons?
dead. He was just fallen into a pit of lava.
Can you summon demons?
Somewhat.
And have a pleasant chat with him without killing everyone around you.
Okay.
Can you repel bullets?
Yeah. Can you? Yes, I can with my lightsaber.
Without your lightsaber.
Possibly.
He's not Kylo Ren.
No, Kylo Ren's a little bitch.
Yes. Now,
I want Snap to come in at that moment and post the Kylo Ren thing he has.
yes.
That ain't no moon.
What?
But yes, the off topic slightly, we will be ending it about now. The comic that we have for the thing on the station is being made, and when it's done, per chapter, I'll have it displayed on the stream as the picture.
Okay.
Alright.
Now it's just it'll be I think either it's a line or it's a rough sketch. I'm pretty sure it's just a rough sketch. Once we get the lines done, I'll have those sitting up. Glorious donations from our wonderful followers would be greatly appreciated.
What?
We're calling out to you there, potential one guy.
Yes,
Wait,
yes,
we had one?
you there, you.
We had one?
That's why I said potential, I'm not sure.
And anytime I advertise it, we get like 4 or 5 people watching for an hour. Maybe, I don't know.
I did
Okay.
want to have, like...
So Caden's a robot.
Yep.
What?
Deimos, you've been replaced.
Yep. You know what? Hold on a second. Before we end, Deimos is gonna go outside the system and go on a digital pilgrimage.
Oh, okay, so you're gonna just jack into the net and go on a pilgrimage, okay?
Yep.
So you see Deimos just leave the bridge, and he pelvic thrusts and inserts himself into the internet.
I'm gonna be spending the next who knows how long looking for jobs.
I'm gonna have to learn how to channel, or how to make a mana bar.
I'm going to talk to Matt more about this arcane magic. And also...
That's what we're
trailers.
calling game, everyone. See you
Trailer.
next time. Everyone who may or may not, possibly one guy. That possible one guy watching, you, yes you,
Yeah,
are a wonderful,
stuff.
loyal follower of this almost good, probably terrible. I think this is moderately decent and somewhat funny campaign. Very confusing.
Yes.
But to you, I say thanks.
Farewell.
Until next Monday in a few days. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Later.
Bye.
Bye.
So, Ross,